We starting this shindig. It do be started.
Okay. What do we remember from our last session, gentlemen?
Not
Pork
enough time.
rinds.
Gotta go. Gotta go now.
Uh,
What do you think?
We're
of Butter? We
borrowing
go
a ship.
now.
Borrowing a ship.
we took the king's ship.
And it just arrived.
Yeah.
Yeah, the party traveled to Baldur's Gate. Talking to the Grand Marshal of Baldur's Gate, he had lent him his personal vessel at their requests, due to his utmost respect for our four heroes.
Yes.
They
Definitely.
then proceeded to send the crew up the Swords Coast, while two of our members took care of some more.
What's up, Nick? How's it going?
Matters. We ended the last session with the boat arriving at Waterdeep, safely. It's now safely in the port. Camera kind of pans down in on the boat as it sort of sails past the sea gate into the harbor. Not too many ships going about. In contrast to last session, had the bustling trade that was moving in and out of Baldur's Gate. Very few ships seem to be coming or going. There are a few moored in the docks, but very few to be seen at all right now. And a very
Oh, that's legit, Nick.
um,
What type of animation is it?
a very odd sight for the port of Waterdeep, which is normally the city of splendor, tends to be bustling at all times, a central hub for trade. But with the current political climate and the catastrophe with the north half of the city, it seems everything has come to a grinding halt, as the boat has its choice of port, docking on the west side of the dock ward.
Perception check.
Perception. Yeah. What are you trying to perceive?
If we're noticing anything out of the ordinary, especially any of the people that we've noticed following us in the past, like those types of characters. So
Okay.
seeing anyone lingering, anyone like perceiving us.
So you're looking like for a tail, right?
Yeah.
More than anything. I mean, this whole trip, Siva and Zark
Nice.
have tried to stick on the boat, maybe popping off every now and then as needed, but for better or less, they've stuck with the boat this whole time. Siva, as you kind of have been watching, kind of keeping an eye out, you have not seen any other vessels that seem to have been following you. And even arriving here doesn't seem to be anything particularly watching. Now once you dock, you do get quite a bit of attention, as there's not too many boats moving in and out of the port these days, right? And so there are a number of individuals along the dock ward that are watching as this rather, rich-looking vessel,
Sounds good,
very
Nick.
very fine gold filigree along its bow, and it's a very very fancy-looking personal vessel.
Right. Yeah. Don't draw attention. Don't draw attention.
Yeah, it's the shiny ship docks in the dock ward. Now, I mean, you're on the nicer side of the dock ward, so it's not anything too sketchy, but you're still turning some heads as a few folks sort of moving to and from the dock draw notice.
All right.
What's our plan, gentlemen?
I don't
Are
know
y'all
why
setting out immediately, or do y'all have other ideas?
Yeah, we should probably just head out. Like, there's no point
Yeah. I don't have
continuing
any.
to draw attention here.
I don't
like,
have any plans. Yeah.
And I can get back. We can all get back to the city whenever as well.
All right.
So-
So I'll just. Bane, Zelrith, we have arrived to the dock ward. We need to grab Volo, Earwig.
Were we in the middle? Of
Volo, we already grabbed Volo.
Oh, he's already on the boat with us? Okay.
Yeah, because he could just come with me through the portal.
Yep, Volo's all packed and ready to go.
Holy
He has
skeletons.
several a pack full of scrolls and tomes. Earwig has been chomping at the bit to get going. Who else are y'all bringing? Anyone else?
Do we know anybody else who's really strong that wants to come with us? Is Orla or anybody else tagging along?
Paula.
Are you
Gonna bring
Paula with
Paula?
I mean, potentially.
Just for lols.
Just for the love.
Oh god.
She's gonna die.
Yeah, who's telling Paula that she's being recruited on this journey?
She might not want to come.
Right.
I think it's a joke to bring her.
I
I think that was the point by Ryan.
Ha ha ha. Ryan jokes, Zark does not.
All right. But yeah, as y'all step through the portal, you find yourselves on from the sturdy castle to the now sort of slightly bobbing in the water boat.
I
Ready
did
to
bring
set sail?
Orla, by the way.
Orla, okay.
Yeah.
Orla,
Hey.
Earwig, and Volo are going with you, right?
I will bring. I'll probably bring. God, I always get him confused. Max is the Bane of Zark, right?
Yep.
I'll bring Max.
Nice.
Just
Awesome.
bring.
Should we
Lol.
ask Lady Silverhand if she wants to come?
Did we ask her?
No. I mean, she knows what we're planning to do, but I don't know. She probably wouldn't want to.
I mean, we can ask her. I don't know if it's. At least we can let her know that we're leaving right now.
I think I already told her where we were. That we were.
All right. Well, up to you if you wanna
Kirk,
mention it.
let's just say that we asked Lady Silverhand if she wanted to come.
She politely declines, saying
Cool.
she'd
That's
be
what I
best
figured.
used here.
Yeah.
Continue.
Yeah, I'd say we just set out right away.
Okay. All right. As y'all, as the four of you sort of pack the last of your things and ferry on the last of the passengers, the crew, as soon as it arrives, departs from the dock at Waterdeep, setting sail off onto the sea. It's about midday, but when the ship sort of sets out, the sun sort of shining high in the sky as it starts moving out to port. What direction do y'all set sail?
Well, we have to look at the map.
Yeah,
Earwig, help.
Earwig sort of readies his map that he has, sort of holding it up to the sky, and kind of moving around, sort of trying to position it in the sky as his brother had instructed him. Looking a little bit worried, he kind of points it in the general direction of the sun, and he's like, I think we're going this way, pointing due west.
God damn, his brother was trolling. Damn it.
I guess I would look at the map as well to see if I see anything.
Can I assist?
Yeah.
Yeah, if whoever wants to look at the map can. As you hold the parchment in your hands, it's this animal hide parchment still seems sturdy even after all these years. As you unfurl it, there is no writing or any sort of marks on the map, just 5 pinpricks in the map that when you hold it up, light shines through. To when you hold it up to the sun.
What do the pinpricks even indicate again?
You're unsure.
I'll ask Earwig.
Earwig's just like looking at this map, pretending he sees something, just so he
Look
doesn't
at his
look dumb now.
photograph.
This way.
Earwig, what do these pinpricks mean?
What's up, Draft? How's it going? Welcome in.
The way my
Doing
brother
well.
had told it, he said when you leave the dock of Waterdeep, you hold this up to the light and you follow, and it would lead you to Skullport.
Are we sure that this wasn't the moonlight? Earwig. That was a question. Earwig.
I'm not sure. I don't know what difference that would make.
The only
We'll
thing
assume
I
it's
could
the
think
sun.
of The only thing that I could think of is, could there be stars that align with these pinpricks?
That's a good point.
I'm no navigator of the waters, but I do know a thing or two about the night.
I mean, I guess it just depends whatever his brother told him.
That's all my brother told me.
Could you say what he said again?
He said when setting sail from the dock of Waterdeep, you hold this map up to the light, and it would lead you to Skullport.
Okay.
Why don't we get an idea from Volo? Have him take a look.
Volo, could you take a look at this?
He kind of looks it over and kind of flips it around. He searches around in his pack. He pulls out a bullseye lantern, and then he kind of turns a knob on the back. A blue light sort of shines on it. He shines it over the map, and he sort of shakes his head. And he sort of scratches it. Oh, sorry. He rushes in his pack, pulls out a little vial liquid, rubs it on the corner. Shakes his head. Well, I don't believe there's any hidden text on the parchment or anything obscuring any extra information. Holds it up and is like, Siva might be onto something. This could align with a constellation of sorts.
Well, the only problem here is
We have to wait till night then.
we have to wait till night or start going in a direction and hold the map up at night.
We could shoot our shot now for a bit, and if we don't get anywhere, try again later tonight.
That could lead for a day's sail in the wrong direction. But I've got no better ideas.
Then that's what we'll do. Onward.
Shoot our shot.
What? So you continue traveling west, right? Is that what I'm hearing?
Sure.
Yes, I can
Alright.
feel it. We're headed in the right direction.
Why did he think west? I'll ask him. Why did you think west? Earwig, show me
Oh.
what you see when you hold up the map.
Well, he sort of stands like adjacent to it. He's like, hold up. He's like, see, you can see the light through the map.
Oh,
He holds it up to the sun.
That seems
Oh God.
wildly simplistic. My
Hold on.
God.
Erig, may I please see the map?
We should wait till night.
Of course.
Okay.
He hands it over to Bane.
Bane will
Look through it and see if you see anything.
hold it-
I don't know.
hold it up in the sky, but
Mhm.
he's gonna hold it at an angle and look down to see the light shooting through the holes to see.
Oh
if-
yeah, does it make any little
Things on the ground.
display
Yeah,
on the
it's-
ground?
Yeah, I mean,
Blurry.
you see kind of the shadow that the map casts on the deck, and you see the same sort of mirrored print pics on the deck.
Okay. Does anyone have a map of Sword Coast?
Why yes, right here.
Okay.
Yeah, the captain brings that
Volo,
one.
hand me that.
I was gonna say, or Volo.
We have a map right here for you, sir.
Okay. And I try to position Earwig's map to mirror
Something. on
the
that.
Sword Coast map,
Mm-hmm.
because I assume there's going to be relics or landmarks on his map that I try to match up with the other, and then I just kind of hold it above the Sword Coast map to see where the light shines through and make note on the Sword Coast map.
Okay. Yeah. So as you kind of hold the map up, trying to align it the best that you can.
Welcome in,
to
everybody.
the
Hope you're
map.
doing so well. I
Um,
appreciate you being here.
You see that the Primpics make several hit the light sort of shining through the Primpics hits several spots. One that is set southeast of Waterdeep. Another that's set much farther north, close to Luskin. Another set very, very far south to Bolter's Gate. as well as 2 more on the other side of the Moonshale Isles. All of them located in water.
We're going on an adventure, boys.
I think
I
this
wonder if like
constellation idea
you
is
can-
sounding better.
well, yeah, we could try that as well. But if not, like I wonder if there's like gateways, like 5 different gateways or something in those different locations.
Yeah.
That's a good thought.
What's the
Is there a waypoint
nearest
between all of
point?
those?
What's that now?
He asked the nearest point.
There was one at Baldur's Gate.
The nearest one, there is one southwest of your current position, southwest of Waterdeep.
Let's
just
head
go over there.
there.
See if we
Yes.
see anything. If not, we'll come back to Waterdeep and then just like look at the map at night and see.
And I was asking, is there a waypoint between all of those 6 points? Like, what's the middle of all those 6 points?
Oh, the middle. So if you were to look at y'all can kind of almost do it yourselves if you'd like. Let me draw them in here.
Be like Waterdeep, I would think,
Yeah, that would actually be
because he
helpful
said
if you draw it.
Luskin.
Let's see here. Text, no text, fill.
Sorry, you just copied.
Imagine it's just like, it's actually, it's not even, you don't even need the water. You can just, in Waterdeep somewhere, if the points on the map shows you where it goes. You know what I mean? Hey, what's up, Tube Socks? How's it going? Welcome in.
There's one
Welcome to the
there.
stream. We have a bit of a puzzle that we need to figure out.
Down here.
Oh, so this is the first one right here.
Appreciate it. Have a new D&D shirt on.
Right there.
Yeah,
When
maybe
we
they're
go to
all
the
different entrances.
Hey, we give this a shot. If it doesn't work out, we wait till tonight.
Yeah. Didn't you say there was 5?
1,
Five,
Oh,
yes.
I see the 5th. Never mind.
Two on the kind of
Other-
the other side of the Moonshale Isles from the
Yeah.
Swan Coast.
I didn't see that one.
How long will it take us to get to this, Kirk?
It
We're doing that overlay.
should
Take long, right?
about a day.
Oh, a
No,
day.
You should arrive there sometime.
In the
later.
night?
I It works out for all of us because we'll head there, and if that's not it, at least it's nighttime, and then
Yep.
try to figure it out through then.
We have to head back to the dock and start again from the dock, though.
Right.
So it'll be like a
Wild Goose Chase it is!
days or something.
We didn't get that far, did we?
I mean, y'all are just now leaving the dock right now.
Yeah.
So if y'all want to make a
Love the
quick decision,
D&D Saturday
Oh,
morning
I
cooking.
see what you're
That's
really
saying.
haven't
awesome.
started traveling yet.
Well, we
We
still
have to start from the dock, yeah.
yeah, but we still technically left from the dock.
I'm thinking.
Did you
we
get to
might
see the D&D
something
movie?
different if
It
we
was a lot
start
of fun.
from the
Okay.
dock.
I really liked it. The new one that
Yeah,
just came
that's.
out.
I feel like we should definitely start from the dock.
Okay.
How many hours until night?
Like I said, it's a little past noon right now, so the sun is sort of starting to set in the sky. So it would be another 6-7 hours before the sun would truly set.
Boy. Well,
Yeah.
gather
Oh,
around,
that's amazing.
friends.
I know there
have
was a
another
lot of-
story to tell.
We
That's
could
so
wait
cool.
Until night and then just
Let's
leave
go.
the next day if night is useless. Is that what we're doing?
In this story, I tell you of a time I met half man, half walrus, and he really loved fish.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Bane-
Good
Bane will-
character.
Oh,
Bane will
what-
The other
talk
group
for
caught
10
in the
minutes.
cage near the end.
What
That
was
was
the
them.
name- what was the name
Oh,
of this
What
fun.
was his name?
I love how they put a
Oh,
bunch
he
of-
is not
you scream.
important. It's been
I love how they put a bunch of cameos
How many
built
All
points
that's
into it.
better was he was
That was
half
super
man,
great.
half walrus. He loved fish. He actually taught me how to fish. That's why I know
That's
how to
awesome.
do it now.
David
but,
Chad, thanks so
I don't
much
like
for
it,
the likes.
So that's why I don't do it.
Thanks for everybody
Um,
stopping in. I appreciate you.
Nice.
I haven't seen him in 12 years.
12 years.
How
Reminds me
many
of this
10 hit
vision
points?
I had of a priest
19.
who died within one day of a D&D campaign.
That's another story. Yes.
What is this D?
That guy was a prick.
So we're
was
waiting
crazy.
till tonight, right?
Waiting to the night.
In the meantime, I
Whoa.
will go to any court appearances
Yeah, you just
necessary.
teleport away. What if we all have to be on the boat? What if you don't teleport because you left the boat?
I'll be back tonight. Like I'll just come back.
What if
whenever.
it's magic and it doesn't work? You're gonna break it all. We're all gonna die because of you.
Okay, cool.
Butterby, how's it going? Welcome in. Stop by the igloo.
I have to go to my court case.
Oh,
Yeah,
boy.
court case.
Welcome
You've
in.
been summoned.
Appreciate you stopping in.
Okay, excellent. So yeah, as everybody kind of continues along on the boat, Zelrith takes this opportunity to head back to Castle Waterdeep to check in on the court's proceedings of the day.
Baby Penguin's doing
Okay,
well.
so we're not
He's
waiting
getting
till tonight
big.
to leave.
You've already left.
Okay,
Apparently.
I'm just saying, waiting 6 hours versus waiting like a day and a half to leave again might make sense.
I guess
I
we've already
mean-
got the positions marked.
That's
Yeah,
fine. It's
we
fine.
might as well
whatever.
just test
We'll
one
just go.
theory out. Yeah.
You guys want to go, so we'll go. That's fine.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say the opposite.
You already
actually.
teleported away. I took command of the ship.
You take command, baby girl.
I was gonna say we already have these points marked, so we.
Here's
can
here's
wait
the
till
baby
tonight.
penguin.
Nope.
That's
Wait
what
Look
I'm
how big
saying.
he's looking.
Yeah.
It's already gone. Boat sailed.
You're so
He's looking so big. He's 4 months old as of
We'll
yesterday.
find out.
Bane's at the wheel.
We'll find out if we have to boat back to the.
Guys, my cat's
You could
being a
just
goober. He's
tele-
not supposed to be up here.
Teleport out of the boat. I'm taking control of the ship. Onward! We're
Okay.
set out for adventure.
Captain
All
looking
right.
between Zark and Bane, kind of like, okay, man, you heard him? Full mast. Let's move it and start.
I just like intensely.
Adventure! Oh,
I just
wait.
intensely look at Zark and I'm like.
Sark shakes his head.
The sails filling with wind sort of jet the boat off as it makes a southwesterly sort of direction as it starts traveling along, sort of bucking against the waves as it goes into further and further out to sea.
Thank you. He's adorable.
Zelrith
He's in the 97th percentile
arriving
of height. He's long.
at the at Castle Waterdeep. You make your way up to the council room, where you see a few of the noble houses sort of gathered.
Kitty cat.
The proceedings sort of starting in the next few hours. Most of them are there a bit early, talking amongst themselves.
really good. Thank you. He got a little
It
spicy
doesn't
with
seem
chili.
like the Shadow Dusts have arrived yet to start the proceedings.
I'll just join in with a group of individuals and kind of just listen in,
So anyway,
see if I have any input to provide.
Okay. Yeah. You there's a few members of House Deepwinter that are talking to the Lord of House Talmont, and they seem to be not really debating.
does anyone have a
but,
Kimmy cat?
kind of talking back
You guys
and
want this
forth,
Kimmy cat?
fairly argumentatively about the state of the city. And it's like, oh, you may have lost your mana, but at least your businesses are still up and running. Almost all of my holdings up past the market
Blue, no.
district have all been burned to
Oh.
the ground, as far as I know. And kind of arguing back and forth about who should get compensation for what, and things of that nature. As time goes on, more and more houses kind of file in, and eventually, the lady of
The dog
of
goes down
House,
here,
Shadow Dust,
right above the cat, right below the
sort of
cat.
walks in. The noble lords and ladies giving a slight bow to her as she walks up to the throne. Zelrith, it's good to see that House Wallace can once again be joining us. We will start with you today. Do you have any business to bring before the nobles of Waterdeep?
Well, as you nobles may know, I'm a bit of a necromancer myself. It's something that I've used to the
Just casually says it.
yeah, it's something that I've used to the benefit of the city in this time to try and keep order. And I I did want to speak with you about potentially helping the city by cleaning up the dead and potentially using those who have lost their lives for the betterment of those still living in the city.
You did not.
What Desmere sort of
I
kind
can't
of
believe this guy.
looking intrigued.
Desperate times call for desperate measures.
What exactly are you proposing, House Wallace?
Any unclaimed bodies shall
How do I
be.
word- how do I word this?
Yeah, without getting thrown in jail immediately.
You could say like any unclaimed bodies that aren't claimed by their responsible
Oh, weird, better
families.
be.
Um,
Well, welcome back.
body,
Sorry that it
bodies
got.
of despicable individuals such as looters or those that the city wants to be rid of anyway could be used after death to protect and defend those that we seek to empower in the city. That's all I'm implying.
She nods. And are you willing to provide the manpower to execute this initiative? Or are you expecting the city to aid you in your dark machinations?
Could you have your undead collect bodies for you?
Yeah, I can. I have, in fact.
Blue. No.
um, what would you prefer, lady?
you do it yourself.
Well, I would much
I'll
prefer
brown nose
that
if I must.
that House Wallace should, if they're do intend to pillage the former living of their uh, material form, they should do so under their own coin. But I do have a proposition if you are interested, if you wish for the city's aid in such an endeavor.
Schemes, scams.
Mm-hmm. I'm always open to hear a proposition.
Very well, I will counter your initiative then with one of my own. Um, there's a sword that was once prized among my kin. It was stolen from us centuries ago. I would ask that your house, being very capable as your prestigious members are, retrieve this sword for me, for the betterment of the kingdom. And as payment for doing so, I will provide peasants and guardsmen to round up these unseemly bodies for whatever machinations you desire.
Dude, are we really running errands for this chick? Giving
I
us nothing.
Yeah, I mean,
mean, we could
Yeah.
say we look for the
I don't
sword.
really
Good say.
need their help that much, to be honest. But
Say
like,
yes so we could get info on the sword and take it for ourselves.
we could, yeah. In my mind, it's only a matter of time before our paths diverge, so it's just a matter of when that
and
happens.
how to like hold it, yeah.
Yeah.
But we
Keep
could
our
use that
options
sword
open.
against her by saying, haha, we have it, you don't. She feels
Um,
very bad.
I'm open to the possibility of looking for this sword for you. What can you tell me about this?
Um,
Terrible payment, by the way, but whatever.
Yeah.
uh, um,
You're giving the city a service, and they're like, oh,
Giving the
Do
do
city a
more work
gods.
for
service,
us.
do more work, and then I'll give you another service after that. It's like I'm defending the city with these dead guys.
Yeah.
What do you want from me?
What do you want from me?
This sword is more legend than fact at this point, but it is said to be held in a keep in the Grey Peak Mountains, east of Starmount. It was lost there ages ago. If you manage to find this great sword and bring it back to my family, you would be very much in your debt.
Let's do it. We get to go hang out with dwarves. I'm in.
So also, I'd like to think about why exactly we are 100% set on, in the end, not potentially allying ourselves with their house.
Oh,
Because they
really?
got rid of Silvermane.
They do
And we're-
seem to be inherently evil.
That's why
But-
Ryan wants to
That's
join.
not really a problem.
Hey, what's up, Antoinette? How's it going?
I guess
Zark would
it
be like whoever
depends.
provides us the most benefit, essentially.
Yeah. I guess it depends. We still don't have as much information as we need, I think.
Yeah, I would say since we've encountered them, they've just been bossing us around, telling us to
When
do
did class
their.
finish? Are you almost done with
Why would
classes
we
for this
want-
summer?
Why would we want them in charge? Oh, they're evil, but we just do all their bidding. No. At least with the Silvermane
Yeah,
and everything,
a second
they just kind of overlooked our
second D&D
shady
stream this
dealings.
week. Big deal.
Yeah, and they're strong arming Baldur's Gate, it seems. Which is sketchy. So they
It
ousted
seems.
Silverhand. They're strong arming Baldur's Gate. They're bossing everybody around. So I don't know. It could benefit us, but
Yeah, it's whatever's in our best interest. But I'd be hesitant to close doors by completely
Right.
betraying them.
I'm gonna stab him in the back.
Kirk, what? Sorry, what? Well, I guess we're not there, so it doesn't matter. Never mind.
So I'll say, my lady, wouldn't it be more beneficial to have our forces in the city here to defend it? You seem unsure that this sword even exists.
It's true, which is why I cannot commit any of the city's men to go after
Scat.
such a venture.
E.
But a
Scat.
specialized group as your own would
Special unit.
has been able to find treasures in the past, from what I am told, thought to be long lost or possibly not even exist. If you could prove to do so again, this sword would do would do wonders for the city's defenses.
I'm not opposed to it, although I do think such an errand will be timely and costly. And being that I've lost my manor and business in the city, I'm not exactly doing very well in terms of gold. If we are to undertake this task, I feel we may need a little more upside if we are successful.
She leans over and whispers something to her brother,
Kill them.
who rises and walks from the room. She then says, "Very well. What I am able to offer you as of right now is 5,000 gold up front to facilitate whatever travels and other expenses you might incur. And as a reward on your return, not only your prior will I support your prior initiative, but another
When does school end for you,
inclusion of
Antoinette?
a 10,000 gold stipend as well.
Now we're talking.
Screw that. The sword's probably worth something.
Could
He's willing to
be.
pay that much. We gotta figure out what the sword does.
It's like a
Should we
legendary
try to-
item.
Should we try
Yeah.
to? Well, I guess that it's a little more long game.
Right.
We could always try to like wager for more influence in the city. In
Only you
lieu
had
of
someone
gold.
with really good persuasion.
You're right.
Oh man.
I'm plus 7.
Hello
Persuasion.
there, Lava. How's it going? Welcome in. Going well here.
Yeah.
Baby boy's doing pretty well.
13.
I buy a golden shovel to bury my enemies.
Oh.
Hilarious.
And I roll at advantage.
And somehow I'm the face of this.
You didn't bring me
You're
along.
You're the secretive guy.
I'm really good at talking, but I don't like talking.
I've
away.
noticed.
Make it worth my while, Zelda.
I'm great at talking, but I refuse.
But this sword you talk of, that's, you conveniently put on the
I
earpiece,
shall not speak.
and that's why I know of it, of course. Now I'm interested. Bring me along.
Yes, yes.
Teleport me, Zelda. I'm ready.
I'm ready. Take my body.
I'll just speak on behalf of the party, and
Bane just extends his hand on the boat. Take me, Zelda.
I'll speak on behalf of the party and accept the offer.
Who put him in charge? I didn't vote for him.
I'm the only one there.
Um,
I'm the face of the council.
No, you are the chosen one.
The council has voted, and you are no
you see,
longer the
Valkyria
master.
returned to the council room with a small chest, as well as a scroll that he sort of sets the chest down, and he undoes the
boy.
seal on the scroll, handing you a pen. He's like, "Just please sign
Oh God.
below, and we will begin preparations."
Detect that crap, dude.
I'm going to take a minute to read what the scroll says.
Certainly.
This is like, you will be immediately murdered if you do not.
It's
do
like
X,
sworn
Y, Z.
allegiance to Shadow
Like a
Dusk.
blood pack or
I'm
something.
sure it's
Yeah.
magically imbued, and if I don't do something, it'll kill me.
Yeah, what happened to
Like if we didn't
Aldir.
return our books to that bookstore.
Well, could this have happened to Aldir, you know?
Mm.
The bookstore. Oh my gosh, yeah.
Maybe
It's hilarious.
he didn't
Oh, man,
sign
yeah, that's a
anything.
throwback.
You don't know that, yeah.
Well, yeah, not in front of us. I mean,
Yeah.
he might have signed something ahead of time.
That's what I mean. Like, she could have done that.
Can you sign my school permission slip? Got ya.
Please
die.
give me an investigation check.
The guy you want on your legal team who needs to determine the
Okay.
conditions
I have
exactly.
to investigate the
legalese.
text on the paper, Kirk.
Well, I mean, this is basically Zelrith. This is Zelrith.
Yeah!
A large amount of text very quickly and
30.
connect the dots.
Nice,
basically.
dude.
It saves me the trouble having to write out a legal document, right? But
God be praised.
Zelrith, you've handled your fair share of contracts over the past several years.
I'm a businessman.
Wait a minute, look at line 52. What is this?
You
What is
can see that
52, I
this
say?
looks like a standard kind of a royal agreement. This is kind of something that a lot of businesses done with the crown when and with the council, and so there's a lot of language there as far as breaking the law and punishments therein and whatnot. But what really sticks out to you, the meat and potatoes of what's on here, is a magical. I mean, it states straight on here that this is a magically binding agreement, and that any upon signing this, basically a spell will be placed upon you, marking you if you were to void any part of it or betray the crown in any way. Ergo, taking the money and not truthfully pursuing the prize within the allotted time, which the allotted time is 1 year.
And
Boo!
does betraying the
offended.
crown in any way? Is there a time frame for that? Does that end?
The whole contract, yeah, everything ends with the contract or within 1 year. and within 1 year, it basically stipulates that
Thanks for sharing,
uh,
Antoinette. Appreciate it.
that you must report to the crown to be released from the agreement within that time.
And also if if the sword is
Thanks for being here,
delivered, the
everybody.
contract
Appreciate you.
ends also.
Correct.
Well,
So
it just sucks for Zelreth. We can keep it and then
That's
let him
true.
deal with
Zoreth
it.
is the only one signing.
I'm the only one responsible.
Well, it doesn't say for the House Wallace though.
We're
You
not-
would only cast a spell on Zelreth.
Yeah,
Does
we're not
the-
signing.
Does the document indicate what happens if the contract is voided?
So it is. It looks like it has a glyph of death mark put into it, which basically is a mark that would appear on your body that would slowly drain you of life over a course of time.
Yeah.
I have
metal.
resistance to necromantic stuff though, so I should be fine, right?
It's just a little slower.
I am death.
What a raw deal.
Yikes.
Let's see.
This deal gets worse every time.
Yeah, now this puts us in a pickle.
I don't think I'm gonna agree to sign it.
I'd be extremely offended that they would offer such a contract and that the fact that we haven't earned it their trust already or something.
Right.
I would say, outside of the magically binding part of it, contracts like this are pretty much anytime the crown puts money up for like a reward or something like that, the contract tends to be signed.
I would
You could
assume
ask her
anyone-
why
This
there's
is
a magically
fairly
binding.
This is normal fare, with the exception of the magic involved in here is a little bit more intense than what you're used to seeing.
I would
Yeah,
ask about it.
Yeah, and I don't think anyone would sign something like that when there's a risk of you accidentally stepping outside of the bounds of the contract or
Right.
something, and then your life's at stake. That's a high risk.
Yeah.
Right. For 15k gold? Nah.
Can you
A
get one
lot
of
of
your
gold.
zombies to sign it without them knowing?
Yeah, I signed with a zombie hand.
That'd be really funny.
Ha ha! Foiled.
Mark just appears on them like, oh. Oh man.
So I will what's the nature of the meeting right now, Kirk? Like, am I stopping up the whole meeting with all this nonsense, or has
Correct.
stuff not?
You have 12 different houses sort of watching.
Hold on.
Boy.
A spectacle
Go
of
through the pages.
sorts.
You could ask to discuss this in more detail later.
Yes. So I'll pick up the pen and but then I'll get kind of caught reading the contract, and I'll say, my lady, I'm a businessman, and I think we should wait till the end of the meeting to discuss the terms of the contract a little more. I don't want to stop up the other houses with this business. Maybe we can speak at the end of the meeting today.
Her brother looks over to her as her eyes narrow a bit, looking at you, and she says, "Very well, we shall shelve this. Let us continue on." As she calls for the next house.
She wants us dead.
The meeting continues, kind of this normal fare that you've been involved with for the past week. A lot of complaints. Most noble houses, putting up grievances on various taxes and tariffs on the surviving businesses. Then counter arguments from the noble houses that have lost almost everything within the city.
Like me.
And general kind of banter back and forth. Disney does a fairly decent job at quelling a lot of the arguments and finding resolutions, albeit sometimes a little bit harsher than not. But otherwise, the meeting ends without any further major occurrence. As everyone begins to shuffle out, you see Desmir kind of move off to one of the side chambers of the council, and one of the guards approaches you and says, "The Lady Regent would like to speak with you in the chamber rooms on the west side.
Judgment Day.
So I will say very well and follow the guard.
Okay. Yep. Two of the royal guards sort of flank you as they walk to the chamber where you find
Oh
Hope I don't
Desmere and
get
her
murdered,
brother
guys.
waiting. Desmere sort of sitting behind a large desk, which you remember talking to Lariel, used to be Lariel's desk. Most of her effects seems to be gone from the room now, replaced with rather dull sort of decorations and a new bookshelf that has a large amount of old-looking tomes on it. Her brother sort of stands off to the side, sort of watching you as you walk into the room and take a seat.
I'll bow and take a seat.
It's like, now then, about our arrangement. I take it you have grievances with the contract I had written up?
Yes, a bit, ma'am. I've looked at quite a few contracts in my day, as you might imagine. And I take issue with this part here, and I point to the part about the death magic. It seems a bit overkill.
Literally.
Wink, wink. Uh, and I'm curious if this part of the contract could be removed, or if not, I'd be willing to still undergo this quest with potentially a promise for some kind of noble standing instead of coin. I'm sure the city needs gold in a time like this, anyways. What do you think? I know, but more
Prestige,
noble
yeah.
favor, right?
Give
That's
me
what I'm...
give me a persuasion check.
Okay.
Persuade her. Wink. Blow kisses.
Oh,
Ouch.
God. Hope you had a plus
Only
14.
darkness there.
You will find that I am not as soft as my predecessor. My contracts will be bound with death. You should have no problem completing this contract. You need not find the sword to complete it. You need at least just make the attempt. If you are unwilling to do so, death should be the only result. As for prestige, you will certainly gain that. This sword is very precious to my family. Me and my brother would, as I had said, be gravely in your debt if you could retrieve it. Your house has done well by this city. I wish for you to do well by my house. I do not still know your loyalties as of right now, but I'm willing
What
to
a
give you the benefit of the
B.
doubt.
I mean, if it were me, yeah.
Think of it as a test, if you will. But I can promise you this: that the rewards for the retrieval will be great. Will be the stabilization of the West Coast and a solidification of the power of our city.
Michael, does the contract mention us, or is it just for you because you're signing it?
I don't know.
I mean, the contract binds your house, but the spell only binds
Me.
Zelrith.
Oh, too easy.
Yeah.
So
You just
I
have
need...
to make an attempt, right?
Well, this is the thing. It's like
And not
A
And this is-
genuine attempt, right?
this is what Zelrith will say ultimately. Is that when my life is on the line, I need to understand very well what the contract requires of me. Say, for some unexpected reason, our houses don't agree shortly after I leave to go on this quest, and you attempt to not hold up your end of the deal? Would I still be bound to die if I don't do X or Y? I need to understand what this contract indicates.
Hmm.
Otherwise, I'll die.
Sounds about right.
Business is not always a smooth transaction. I understand this well.
And
He's a
and
businessman.
she nods and is like, "Very well. I will tell you this: when you sign this contract, I will be signing it as well. Should I betray this contract, just as you would, I would suffer the same fate."
Well, that's
So
nice.
to save time, can
Save the
you tell me, Kirk, what this like? I need to know specifically what I have to do.
Specifically, you have to do as the contract requests, which is venture to Gray Peak Mountains and search for, and if possible, retrieve the great sword of House Shadow Dusk.
Uh-huh.
Um, if found, it is to be returned to Desmere in person. If it is not found after 1 year of searching, um, you are to return to Desmere and report your findings, which then
So
the
I have
contract would be resolved.
so I have to search for at minimum a year.
Correct.
Doesn't say how many times. It doesn't say how, like, if it's the entire. It's
Yeah,
within
but-
a year.
Your
like,
life is on the line. Why would you wait
They
till the
want to
last
pay
minute?
me like $15K for a year of my time, at minimum. Well, at minimum, like a couple days if we found it immediately or something. But it's a little.
You would make more than 15,000 in a year for your auction houses, right?
Definitely, yeah. Like with one auction house.
Zelrith doesn't get out of bed for 15K.
Sorry, but as a businessman, this deal sucks ass. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm insulted. I'm leaving. It's a good
Well-
day, sir. Good day.
15K? I said good day.
Good day, sir.
Yeah, I'm wondering.
Kirk, would I don't know. Would Zelrith be persuaded much by 15,000 gold?
That's you are Zelrith, so that's for you to decide. And
Yeah.
as she had mentioned, that the gold reward
Nice. How did
is,
class go?
almost more contractual than anything. The real reward is the respect that
The
you were getting
favor.
from her and her brother, and thus the
Yeah, earning her
glorification
trust.
of Waterdeep.
What do you guys think? This is a
think-
tough decision because, like, if I agree to this, then to some degree,
You're bound to
like,
her.
it could be harmless if we don't ever find that sword. But
That's what I'm saying, though.
if we do,
We'll find it.
Yeah. Then
If we
the way
find
the
it-
No, I
game's
haven't
set up
yet,
the
Antoinette.
game-
Have you been
I
playing it?
have to
Anyways.
give it to her.
A friend of
or
mine
I
has an
die.
extra copy that I'm gonna
So-
buy off him.
No. You have to make a genuine attempt to it. But if we take it and then no longer work with you, it is out of your control. It's only you are the only one signing the contract. You have to make a genuine attempt. But if we go in there and then we go
Loophole.
rogue and take the sword from
I'm a
you
rogue.
and go into hiding, that is
So,
out of your control.
If
You
my
made
house betrays me and takes the sword, you're saying I haven't voided the contract.
I wonder if the spell would understand intent.
But like, here's the thing.
Or
It's
we
like,
just like we
I could
purposely
die.
keep it
Don't
away.
forget that.
Yeah.
Like,
So-
even if
Listen, you deal with death all the time.
Or better yet, when we're searching,
I haven't
we just
yet.
keep you from
One of my
behind,
friends
so in
has an
reality,
extra
the rest
copy
of the party's
that he's gonna sell to me, I believe.
searching for the sword, so you
So I'm
never
probably
know
just
if
gonna
we
get it for
find
him.
like even if we didn't
Have you been
find
playing it?
I still have to go back and report to her.
So
Yeah.
the
If
reason
If you don't know
reason-
what we do,
I love that you made a 30 investigation check, because it does make it nice and easy to clarify everything. So
Tell
to
me
No,
clarify
Antoinette,
everything,
that's
the
I
way the
appreciate you.
contract and this
No,
glyph is
one of my
set
good
up,
friends, David, has it.
what Ryan's supposing.
I'm excited to get
would-
it. I'm definitely
is
excited to
almost
get it.
correct in that
well,
Zelrith, if you were if the sword was stolen from you, you wouldn't be void of the contract. But in that same regard, you would have to be doing everything in your power to get it. If you hold back, if you didn't, if you let it happen in any way, that would void the contract, right? You would be an abiding figure in that regard. This is a kind of all seeing, all knowing magic in a way, right?
Yeah. This is
so
a
it-
terrible contract.
Yeah.
it's-
or
it's
I
This is
appreciate
a
it, Antoinette.
horrible deal. I
Yeah.
mean,
You could,
Or you could just
the way
tell
I would word
Bane-
it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, cause like, Bane can pull his magic, and if we find it and deliver it back, and then when you get there, you'd be like, "Where's the sword?"
The way that I would word it to her is that you've already lost so much to take a year away from your house, your business, all of these things would be detrimental to the house and to Waterdeep itself. And you, that's how I would word it. I would say, I appreciate this, and this is the fact that you would entrust us with this is a big deal, but I'm worried, about this.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
I've considered this. This lady's like very intense though, so like I feel like this is almost gonna be a breaking point potentially. Like
Yeah,
if I
100%.
don't agree, she's gonna be like scorched earth, F you type
She's
deal.
She's testing to see
Yeah,
where we stand.
I think to some degree she's basically forcing us to decide our allegiance to some degree.
Well,
And I
in
don't know if I want to
reality,
deal with it.
yeah, in reality, it's just you in the room. So like, we
Right,
have our theories and
right.
everything, but it's your call.
Yeah, it's what would Zelrith do, because we're kind of metagaming right now. Like you
Yeah.
wouldn't have
Yeah,
these
yeah, yeah.
inputs.
Right.
Meanwhile,
Okay.
Bane, a sailor, is
See
doing some
Bane.
pull-ups. 103. 104. He looks around to make sure people are watching. Gives them more strength.
Dark applause.
Okay. So
Thank you, Zoc. Yes, 105.
I'll say to her, my lady, if this death clause cannot be removed from the contract, I'm afraid I cannot accept. I would be very willing to do this work and look for this
Breath of the
look
War
for this
crime.
sword
Oh my gosh, I've
to
seen some
assist
ridiculous
the
videos. I'm
kingdom
trying not to
in
watch
any
too
way I
many
can, but I have
because
suffered
I'm
greatly, and my business
trying to avoid
has in
spoilers.
this city,
But
and
oh, really?
this kind
That's
of
awesome.
promise of
So cool. It
time,
looks
I
great.
feel
I'm excited.
is too great of a commitment. I don't think I can sign this contract. It is a little bit too strict in my opinion.
Did you go with my thoughts?
Very. Her mouth purses as she pulls the contract back. Sort of tossing it into a nearby sconce as it lights on fire.
Drama
Oh,
queen.
As she says, "Very well, then be gone. You're no use to me."
I've had some people say I talked to a friend
Sure,
today that said he
baby.
cried for it.
I'm
We
saying
talked about
not
the
all
severing.
side that. Oh.
We talked about severing ties. It might start today.
I told you, yeah. I said this is exactly what I said. It's like completely scorched earth.
I was worried. The flying too close to the sun with her.
Had to happen at some point.
That's amazing, Antoinette. I'm excited. I'm excited to get into it. I've just not been able to play a ton of games because of babies.
My lady, I did not wish for it to be this way. As a businessman, I tend to be careful in these things.
Be gone.
I said good day.
Yikes.
As the guards sort of sort of walk forward to escort you out of the room.
Zelrith will
Well-
stand up disappointed, showing on his face,
There you go, internet.
and just walk away.
Very good.
Well,
All
F you!
I like how it blurred out your fist as well. Discorder's like, oh, whoa.
AI censorship.
Yeah, not here, not here. You'll get to
Okay.
it later.
Well, now I'm going to do everything I can to destroy you.
Oh, yeah?
What do you think about that? I'm going to go get the bodies myself.
All
Da,
right.
da, da,
So,
da, da, da.
Yikes.
So the meeting adjourned and the sun quickly setting in the sky. Do you make your way back
Little
to the boat,
baby
or is there
boy.
any other business you have in the city before leaving?
Mm,
Get the
I'm just
heck
going to
out
go
of
back
there.
to the boat.
Yeah.
Okay. By the time Zelv comes back, the sun has set past the Moonshale Isles. The last bit of light sort of leaving the sky as darkness sets in. The stars sort of blinking in the sky one by one, sort of appearing, dotting the night skies as you find yourself fortunate with a cloudless night, clear skies as far as the eye can see.
Hold up the map.
Ah!
As you hold up the map, sort of moving it around the constellations, moving it from star to star to see if there are any matching sort of sets. Your bearing going southwest of Waterdeep, you find an alignment that is almost exactly the bearing you're taking, maybe slightly a bit more port side than you're currently
More
heading.
port side.
As you hold up the map, and at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stars sort of line up perfectly in the map's
Holy
pinholes.
I
knew it.
will make note of that on the main map.
On the
over
captain's
yonder.
logs.
Yes,
Seems like there
over
was
yonder.
both were valid solutions to this.
They were,
Yeah.
yeah.
So we'll
Yeah.
just try both. Suck it, Zelrith.
Well, the sun
Um,
idea, you just hold it up west, and it doesn't make any sense.
It's a good thing we stepped in.
As the course is adjusted slightly for a more precise heading, you follow the map, sort of checking every now and then as you occasionally drift off course a little bit. Hours passed as the night grows longer, a bit past midnight.
Appreciate you all. Hope you're doing so well.
The
Thanks for being here.
The boy in the crow's nest sort of calls.
If you're new here, feel free to hit the follow
Rough
button.
waters ahead.
It's coming!
Everybody sort of rushes to the deck to look ahead, and sure enough, dotting the horizon is a
Moby Dick.
what looks like a whirlpool, a vortex
Wow, this
that has
soon?
formed in the water.
Holy hell.
Yeah, if it's this one, it's right there on the map.
On it.
Sort of opening up
That away.
this large
whirlpool.
vortex. Looks like it could swallow a ship whole.
And it will.
It will.
Send her down, baby.
I'm
Bane will scream out to the crew, "Don't worry if things go awry. Zuck will protect us." He just kind of winks at him.
The captain, being roused from his quarters, sort of comes up on deck. I mean, like, what is happening? What is going on?
Head straight for the whirlpool. It
The
is...
The whirlpool? No, we must divert. That is madness.
No,
Kill
not
ourselves.
no madness. It's magical.
I don't quite understand, but I have to think of my crew's safety, sir. We can't
All
go
right.
headlong into a vortex.
What do we have to do to this guy?
I'll give you two options. You either stay on the ship, or you could swim back.
Sir, I'm afraid I've
Bane would like to do an intimidation check.
please do.
Or
I'm
we
not
kill
dealing
Meanwhile,
with
Siva
this.
is just meditating. I'm just like cross-legged on the front of the ship, just like.
While this conversation's going on, Zark's gonna try and force the boat into the whirlpool.
How you planning on that?
Control
The water. Nice.
All right, the lowest I
Fourth
can
level
roll
spell.
is a 19.
You got a
yeah,
I got
19?
a 19. Okay.
Very
Cool.
nice.
Incredible.
Captain.
If
Whirlpool,
necessary,
whirlpool,
I
whirlpool.
can always banish him. Captain.
Vanish!
As Bane flexes and
Ah!
gives his
Ah!
ultimatum,
Ah!
the captain looks to his men, being like, "We'll trust the champions of the Swords Coasts, and
Great, we're champions!
If they
men,
all die, what if it just goes down the whirlpool and crashes into
Party
That
wipe!
happens.
Party
Fire
wipe!
up the sails! There's like, everyone hold on! As
I
the ship
knew
goes
Kirk wanted us to play Pathfinder.
directly towards the play
Guys,
Pathfinder.
Just so you know, I've prepared water breathing just in case.
Are you with us now?
How long
Yeah.
does it take to cast
Okay.
water breathing?
I think it's
That's
like
funny.
in action.
It's probably
Okay.
instant if you have it prepped, yeah.
Yeah, I've got it prepped
Very good.
specifically.
As we're approaching, would you say we're about 10 minutes out?
Yep, one action.
Yeah. About.
Okay. Bane will inspire the crew as he tells them of the story of our group as we slayed a giant. And he'll leave out the part that I just banished the giant. We'll just change it to the fact that he killed the giant. And he's like, hold fast!
Bane, tell them that they're gonna be talked about in legends for
Yes.
going into the
Yeah,
whirlpool.
yeah, yeah. I'll just grab a rope and fasten it to something and be prepared just in case. But then go back to I'll have it fastened and then I'll go back to meditating.
What are you doing, Silva? You must show them that you fear nothing.
The sails taken
Reties
down
it.
and everything on deck has been tied down or put under deck as most of the men start as you'll get closer and closer, you can feel even with the sails down that the boat is picking up speed, whether that's due to Zark's spell or the whirlpool itself. It's not quite clear.
That's a
But
valley.
the
Welcome.
boat it moves faster and faster, sort of beginning to sway more and more as it begins getting sucked into the whirlpool.
We're getting
They'll
sucked.
tell stories. They'll tell stories of us men. Hold on.
as you hit sort of the first sort of dive down, sort of hitting the edge of the whirlpool, it begins swirling around and around and around the ship. The ship leaning further and further over. Everything sort of sliding off that isn't nailed down as everyone hangs on for dear life as it goes down and down and down until water envelops the boat altogether.
And everyone dies.
No
Dun,
more
dun, dun,
campaign.
Party
We
wife!
did it!
Party wife!
dun, dun,
Dun
dun.
dun 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 dun. Dun,
We'll take
dun,
10
dun, dun, dun.
And come back to continue from here.
Oh
The
boy.
camera pans in. The crew is dead.
What class are you guys rolling now?
Artificer.
Oh,
Yeah, let's all be artificers.
I want to be a paladin. Paladins are awesome. Oh boy.
Hilarious. All right, 10-minute break, my friends. Let's get it. Hopefully, we're not dead. Be right back. Love you guys. Be back soon.
What's that? Gopher boy! Goofer! It's little goofers! Oh, I got sunburned. Ow.
Up, up.
So, are you gonna teach us how to play Pathfinder now, Kirk?
Yeah, we're gonna start tutorial tonight.
Yes. No, you need to pitch your WoW idea. I was still thinking about that, man. That'd be so much fun for our next campaign.
Yeah, it really would be.
I'm all for that, man, because there's so much good lore in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a pretty easy world to dive into because there's definitely a lot to work with.
So much, man. Even with this like new DLC, obviously they like have other ties with like the
Mhm.
older stuff. So I've been like trying to pay attention to that. So it's been fun. Cause
Yeah, I'm
like
sure there's a bunch of ties back to Cataclysm. Had a ton of stuff with dragons, right?
yeah, Nefarian? Is that his
Nefarian.
name? Yeah. You encounter his like his memories a lot, I guess. Like as you're going through, it's like him making like journal logs and stuff like that. So it's cool.
Very cool.
There's one quest that I thought was amazing. And like I was talking to Helen in chat when she was doing it. She was like, "What the heck? What's going on? What the heck?" Because the quest takes you through the intro video of whatever race you're playing, like
Yeah.
when you make a new character. So she thought the game was bugged, and then she like, you go through the entire intro video, and then you spawn with your like geared character. And someone pops out of the portal. Is like, "What? What are you doing here? No, like we gotta go back." He teleport back, but it was just really funny.
What's Rathian doing? That was a character they never did anything great, like good with. The Black Prince.
Yeah, so he has a big role because
I would
he's
imagine.
trying to take control of the Black Flight,
Mhm.
but when you get there, you find out that he has a brother, and the
Mhm.
brother's also trying to get control. So they're like bickering as you go through the story, and you like as you do like daily quests and stuff like that, you pick a side, so you're ranking up with one side or the other.
Okay.
And as you go through the campaign, like the story leaves off where they are chasing after someone, and so I gotta wait for the next patch to be able to play that next section.
Okay.
But they're
Yeah.
going after a big bad.
You have to let me know if they do anything else with Ambition as well. The
Oh yeah, no, he's a
the
big part
Torn.
in this.
The
Yeah,
Torn. Oh yeah.
yeah. You do a lot with him.
I loved his story in
I
in that expansion. What expansion was he from?
Legion.
The Legion. Yeah.
Yeah, I need to go back and play through that
Mhm.
to get a better idea of him because like yeah, I don't know much about him from Legion because I never like paid attention to that storyline in Legion.
Yeah,
But
so so basically like the Black Dragon fight got all corrupted and he was purified before he was hatched, and he basically hid as a high mountain tauren for you know centuries,
mhm.
protecting the taurens and keeping a secret that he was a Black Dragon. And it was only revealed through the quest line up there. And
Yeah,
yeah, it's a really good reveal. And it's like because because if you go back and do the quest line knowing, there's a bunch of hints that he's a dragon
really?
right off the bat. Yeah.
Dang.
It's really
Yeah,
fun.
I'm
Like,
if I
because you go through like 90% of the zone before you get the reveal happens, right? But it's all twinkled in there. They wrote that whole storyline really well.
dang. Yeah, I'm gonna have to level a character through that just to actually like sit down and read the story because
Mhm.
he plays a big part in this expansion. And
He's
his
good.
I like it because his character is awesome.
Yeah, no, he's a
I like
really great
yeah
character. Like that was one of the better dragon characters they made in late WoW.
Yeah, no, he's pretty solid. He's definitely one of the cooler guys. And they also, it was funny, they also have a segment where they brought Bane back. They're like Bane's in this new world, trying to make peace with one of the factions there. So I just played through that quest yesterday, and that was pretty fun. Like it makes me want to go back and just play through like the starter zone, like Torn Quest, and actually like pay attention to what's going on with that. Because like obviously when I played in Classic, like I didn't care about the quest. But yeah, there's so much good lore there, as we stated. I still don't know if I would like I told you before, like I'm torn between either like playing a Tauren where they just discover the island of Kalimdor, or playing a Paladin in the Second War. Those are like the two approach or like characters I would play.
Yeah, because WoW paladins are neat. Like
Yeah,
the whether you're a paladin of the Silver Hand, or there's a couple other, like the Silver Hand paladins are like the most famous, but there's a couple other orders of paladins too, especially in the first and second war.
yeah. I don't know much about the orders, but it would be really fun where we actually had like a set order, and it kind of gave me limitations in a way, but I could like role play that out.
Yeah.
It'd be a lot of fun. Yeah. One day.
One day.
Apples and that's it. Apples and strawberries.
I still have that. I have a. I'll have to figure out how to get it running again. I had a. If you remember from when we did play that campaign,
The Roll20.
I had a Photoshop template to make WoW maps.
Did you really?
Yeah, it had tools to do all the like the mountains and everything like that. So I made one or two maps.
Yeah, like
remember?
the actual map. Yeah. Yeah. No, that was sick. Hopefully
really
it still exists.
Yeah, I bet I can pick that thing up.
Yeah.
Those maps are so iconic. It's nice being able to replicate them.
Ryan too. Oh, nice bagel. To catch you up. Me and Kirk, last time he came over, we were talking about like our next campaign once we're done with this one, and he was pitching like a WoW campaign again, but we would use like Pathfinder rather than like D&D. And he was like pitching either the second war in like Alliance history, so that's like before Warcraft 3 and World of Warcraft, or the second storyline would be like Warcraft 3 when they just discover like the new land with like the Tauren and everything.
That sounds fun. Like if Kirk wants to run it, I'm always down. Like it'll be fun.
Yeah, because there's so much lore to that game. Like I'd definitely be down to give it another shot. The only reason I suggested the step away from it the first time was just because I felt like it was too much information for Kirk to kind of prep when D&D already had everything set for him. But now we have an experienced group, so we could probably pull it off much easier.
I'd like to say I'm a lot better than I was when we were playing that.
Yeah. Yeah, hands down.
Oh, thank you, Ryan. Appreciate that.
If only Ryan could be a better.
You get better.
What's that?
That's when I think you can't get any better. You get better, Kirk.
That's true. If only Ryan could be a better role player. You know, he's so limited to his 20 characters. You know, the way he's able to.
If you ever give me an excuse to re-roll, I take it.
God, I hope we get like Cedric's like grandfather. That's what we have to make him do if we do the second war. It has to be a
That's
priest.
the only time I've been sad about having to reroll because I didn't get to play that character. That's
Dude,
the only time.
You would have played that character so. Yeah, I totally forgot about that. That was like a requirement. That's how Bane came to be. Because you had to play a goody two shoes, and I had to play like a dick.
Jeez.
Man, there's so much history. Yeah.
If you ever do another one, though, I want to start from level 1.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about with Pathfinder.
Oh yeah, that's why jumping to a new system would be fun because level 1 would be interesting again
Yeah,
with a new system.
not with D&D.
Yeah, Pathfinder seems cool. Be fun to learn a new system.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's what we need to do, Kirk. Next time Ryan comes to visit, we just do all day Pathfinder weekend, and then we just switch over.
That's what we should do, like a one-shot Pathfinder sometime.
Yeah, test the waters.
Mm-hmm.
When are you coming, Ryan? I want to play.
Probably early next year.
Nice. Dude, I can't believe your wedding's coming up. Excuse me, so quickly.
Right around the corner.
Went really fast.
I know, man. Could be fun. Michael, what are you doing?
Focusing.
Yeah,
Focus.
you're like
He's really in
intent
there.
on something.
You know, Ryan, if you just put a couple dollars a day away every day, you can send a Ryan Good to the East Coast. You know?
Joel,
where's the
you're a
the-
genius.
For the low price of,
Coast fund?
Oh my
$5 a day, you can send, you can adopt a Ryan Good and send him to the East Coast.
Can we set this up in Discord?
we
Can we set up a
I'll
goal?
adopt a Ryan Good.
Oh,
we
yeah.
put it up on stream. Like every dollar spent will be 1 mile for Ryan. No.
Yeah.
So,
And
baby,
if
how's it going?
they reach a goal, they get a live session.
Mm-hmm.
That would actually be funny. Joel,
That would be hilarious.
set it up. Set it up, Joel. I'm leaving it up to you.
Hilarious.
Get this sexy
Joel, we
beast on
rely
the
on
East
your
Coast.
fame to get
Right.
Ryan Good to us.
Yeah.
Come to us. Come to us.
And we'll do a full day of D&D live
Set up a
session.
GoFundMe.
Yeah. Hosted by me in my home.
Go fun
Usually
good.
people it's usually people with serious illnesses, but no, it's just my luxury travel.
We really want to play D&D in person.
Yeah.
Give us money.
You're screwing us over, Ryan, because you live like 5, 7, 8 states away. I don't know.
Yeah,
how many
Ryan.
states. Yeah, Ryan.
Screw you, Ryan.
Yeah, Ryan.
Yeah, Ryan.
Yeah, Ryan.
Oh.
Wait.
All right. Are you
Uno
all
reverse.
ready to go?
I've been ready for like 16 years.
Is this a bad time to tell you I can't swim?
Doesn't matter. You'll be able to breathe underwater.
As the water hits everyone, you fear the worst for a few moments as the boat completely submerged. Everyone having to hold their breath for a few moments before the water rushes away once again, and you find sort of a sense of vertigo as you and the ship sort of falls before crashing into the water and finding yourselves in a deep, deep underwater cavern, a large waterfall having spit you out from the vortex above you. This cavern is absolutely huge, several hundred feet in every direction, with a dome ceiling at least 300 feet tall. You see various. You see you see very sort of underground rivers sort of moving to the lake, but there's only one river that looks large enough for your boat, with water rushing in that direction.
We'll
As,
take that one.
as the boat,
Yeah.
whether you want to or not, the boat is sort of drifting in that direction as the water kind of current sort of taking you along.
Are the ravens
Um,
still on the crow's nest? The two
That'd be-
ravens.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah, if you look up, you see the ravens sort of fluffing their feathers.
What the heck?
Water
Yeah.
sort of spurting away.
Can I pull out the feather?
These are no mere
Yeah,
normal
certainly.
ravens.
As you do, the shadow raven sort of forms from it and tilts its head towards you.
I would just say, inform the queen. We have found the secret pass, and we make haste to the Skull City.
As the raven flies off into the shadows and vanishes. Okay. Speaking of darkness, it is very dark down here, almost pitch black. Several of the crew sort of get torches and sort of put makeshift sconces on the edges of the boat as they try to light up the way to see their path forward.
I'll cast light on like the front of the boat, the stern or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
That thing that juts out the front. I'll
as-
put a light
yeah,
on that.
You put light on it as it glows, sort of lighting the pathway as the boat moves forward. You can see that the tributary that you're going down looks like it can barely fit the boat as is, and it looks rocky and it looks dangerous. As the boat sort of is moving towards it, you have mere moments before you kind of move down into it. Is there any preparations you make or anything you'd like to do to ensure the boat's safety, or are you going to let fates be as they would?
We're not the first ones to come down here.
I mean, what are we gonna do to keep the boat safe?
Going to inspire it.
Crew's already inspired. Certainly should help. As the boat sort of gets sucked down into this passageway, the captain holds the rudder the best he can as you find yourself
Sheesh.
moving faster and faster. The sound of wood scraping across rocks as it hits one bank and then the next.
Oh God.
As it twists around, you almost make a full U-turn around a very very sharp bank as a lower as you hit a jutted out rock that cracks one of the masts, sort of sending it flying, sort of landing into the water, following quickly behind you as the boat speeds forward, going further and further down.
These poor crewmen are like, ah!
Yeah, and then everyone on board is either really intense or screaming their heads off as the boat goes down. You hear a nasty sort of crack as down below you. It sounds like wood is being stripped from the boat as it goes further and further down the river, sort of bouncing back and forth before finally being let out into a much larger space. Drifting along, you see a large, almost fortress rise up in front of you. A pillar of rock, sort of sort of jutting out from the middle of the fortress, all the way up a good 400 feet to the ceiling. Around it are, let me actually give a proper description. I had one
They
ready.
need a better way into this port.
Let's see here.
They call it a port, and you can't even get in here without destroying your boat.
How do we get out with the boat? We didn't
We
think this
don't.
far ahead.
So you see an island that sits in front of you in the middle of a vast cavern. This dome with a dome-shaped roof. Atop the island is a stone fortress with 20-foot high outer walls.
Hey,
Interrupted
Cornene,
by
how's it going?
irregular
Welcome in.
intervals by 30-foot high
Thank you for
towers, topped
the
by
heart me.
battlements,
Appreciate you.
bastilla, and flame cannons.
Much love.
A natural column rock rises from the
How's
heart
he
of
doing?
the fortress and merges with the cavern ceiling. Um, as the boat sort of drifts closer, sort of the water still carrying it along, everyone kind of recovering from the shock. You see several of the basilisks sort of pointed in your general direction, as well as several of the cannons.
Woo
The
woo!
keen
That's
eye among
exciting.
you
Do anything fun? Or you just
notice that
chilling
there
out?
are bugbears manning most of these cannons.
Is this it does say loading Skullport Island, so I know we're at Skullport.
Do any of you have a white flag by any chance?
Yeah, that's immediately what I was gonna say.
Good. I'm so glad.
Ah!
Do you, Bane? Would you like to tell them we mean them no harm?
I mean, how far away are we?
You're now a couple 100 feet.
But they see us and they have the ballista pointed.
Dark asked if we have a flag, like a white
Yeah, we
flag.
try to put up a white flag immediately.
A crew member sort of runs off to the side, sort of pulls the white flag out and hoists it up. As it hoists up, not really flying, no wind down here, but nonetheless, it's the white flag
It's
is
up.
raised.
Hey,
I'll
always
tell
off
the
target.
men
How's it
to,
going? Welcome in.
Take cover
Thanks for the
just
likes.
in case.
Hello? Hello?
Ryan.
Hello? You okay?
Sorry. I was muted. Kirk.
Yeah.
Can I roll for one of my disguises?
Sure. What are you trying to disguise as?
To
We're
look
gonna
like
die
one
and you're
of the
disguising yourself?
sailors from the Fair when they were in
Simeon Fair?
town. Yeah.
Okay.
Genius.
Or yeah.
What do I roll?
I thought about just looking like a drow.
You should disguise yourself as Zorian Zord. The captain himself.
How you doing?
Just
Welcome
roll
in.
your disguise kit.
Okay.
Little Connie Reginaldo, little Reginaldi.
Why can't I roll this?
Should do a click and roll, yeah.
Did they have bugbears when we encountered them last time?
No, they did
That's
not.
fascinating. Aren't bugbears typically evil?
Yeah.
Perfect.
We
come to Skullport and it's been taken over
Yeah,
by
that's what I'm worried
somebody.
about.
Dude.
Okay, so I can't select it with this character sheet. Never mind. There we go. Use disguise kit.
Is Siva disguising as well?
Yeah.
What is Siva disguising as?
Yes.
I'm also I'm just
Kirk, I have inspiration. I don't know how, but I have it checked on my character sheet.
Uncheck it and roll again.
Okay.
God be praised.
Don't be a waste.
Hey.
Nice.
Both 17, nice. Sorry, Siva. What are you disguising yourself as?
Do we go as the sword, or is that deceiving? We shouldn't. I was just gonna go as like a normal sailor, like, maybe look like I'm from Waterdeep, type of thing.
You are from Waterdeep.
Right, but like a sailor from Waterdeep. Like, I'm pretty noticeable as a blue black skinned elf with white hair. So I'm just trying to be less noticeable. Is the idea. And I can help disguise you guys too, but
Whoa. Kirk, was I successful with that disguise?
Oh yeah, no, you have
Cool.
enough like clothes that you were able to sort of mimic the appearance of what those sailors look like, and definitely, at least at bare minimum, you definitely don't look like Bane.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for the likes. I appreciate y'all. Have you seen TikTok
I have it marked
of an IRL with Fog Machine hookup?
Yeah, you
That's
guys
cool, Cornelia. I've seen a bunch of different homemade tables that have like crazy stuff built into them. Really cool.
Bane walk out, but
Ones
obviously it doesn't look like Bane as he's dressed as a foe from a decade ago.
No.
And Bane will just kind of signal to the bugbears to lower their the cannons from pointing at the ship.
That's awesome. If you have it, you can
You
send
see
it to
a few
me.
bugbears
If you know.
look back and forth at each other. then they might say something to each other, but it's too far away to really tell. But the weaponry is still kind of pointed in your general direction. As suddenly there is
That's awesome.
you hear kind of a boom off in the distance.
Oh, balls.
As coming over the edge of the fortress, sort of flying like a shooting star, a flaming skull sort of heads in your general direction.
Hello?
Followed by another, and another, and another.
Have we seen these flaming skulls before?
You have seen a flaming skull, but
Does it
And
look
I
like this?
killed it with my words or my mind. I can't remember which, but I did it.
No, they did. It looked a bit different than these.
Hmm.
But
Hopefully these are nice flaming skulls and nice
Oh,
bugbears.
What else could they be?
Everyone was like, oh, I've heard of this. I've heard of this. As Volo sort of opens up a tomb and he scrolls, flips very very fast from one page to the next.
Welcome in,
Finally
River.
landing on
Hey, if you're just joining us in, feel free to hit the
entry.
follow button. I appreciate you. Thanks for being here. Hey, thanks for the roses. Thanks so
It was
much.
said that there were
Nice.
13 mages, Neverlease wizards, that considered themselves the true rulers of
Thank
Skullport
you for the 70 roses.
ages ago.
That's okay, Fish.
They've defended the town
I
ever
appreciate you.
since, long since having died and turned into 13 ancient flame skulls that roam the streets, protecting it from any that would do it harm.
The streets of where?
So,
Skullport.
Oh.
Follow, what do we do?
Don't kill it.
I do not know, but I would be weary about trifling with them.
Yes, I believe we should avoid instigating anything here if we can.
I shoot my bow at. No, I'm kidding.
Genius.
Yeah.
I just yell out. We seek the aid and protection of Zorian Zord.
We seek the Holy Grail.
One of the skulls flies by, speaking in what sounds like a wispy, ethereal language that none of you quite understand. Another speaking Dwarvish. Another still speaking Elvish.
Got it.
Another speaking the tongue of the giants.
Definitely got it.
And
Dwarvish
yet
one say?
another speaking another language y'all do
I'm
not
gonna
understand.
start casting languages.
Kind of language.
Actually,
Are
yeah,
you
that's a
using
good
a
point.
spell slot for that? To do it right now,
No, it's
or
gonna take me a bit.
I
Can't
can
take
I
10
can cast it once per day.
Okay, you just do it then, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So Bane, you're casting it.
Talkie McDockerton. People's boards are crazy, Quentin, and it's really fun.
The unknown languages quickly turn to common. You hear them all saying the same thing. It's like, lay down your arms and prepare for inspection. The current ruler of Skullport is the beholder named Xanather. Lay down your arms.
Oh, shoot!
The current ruler of
We done
Skullport is
goofed.
Xanather. You will pay
No!
tribute, or you will die.
Is there
Lay
any
down your
chance-
arms, and they keep chanting this.
Is there any chance that Xanathar's actually a good guy?
What are we gonna do?
Dude, what if we side with Xanathar?
I'm in.
We're gonna have to see.
Bane
how
will
this
never
goes,
do.
I
Bane's
guess.
gonna kill everybody.
Bane does not want to side with Xanathar.
A couple moments later, a
We'll see
few
how
of
this
the,
goes.
a few of the cannons sort of aim at the boat, and with a boom, these chains with hooks on the end sort of shoot out, hooking into the front sort of section of the
No,
boat,
my
and start
boat!
dragging it in
You're
to
ruining it!
a small sort of section of the fortress, where you see various docks sort of set up.
Bane, you might want to put on that armor and grab that halberd.
No, it's plate armor.
Oh,
Not
can Volo?
proficient.
No. Who would anyone be able to wear it? No.
No one
No,
can wear
no.
We don't have
plate.
any strength, people. Because strength is lame.
I am the most strength person in the group. Thank you very much. Flex.
You continue seeing the flaming skulls sort of swarming around the ship. One or two of them seem to peel off, but the majority of them remain.
Bane obviously tells everyone what they're telling us, or telling the group about laying down, and that Xanathur's involved.
What are we going to do this? No, not expect this.
It could be a ruse.
Could be.
Maybe the city is neutral enough that business could be attended to without being killed.
I suppose we'll have to find out.
You're very optimistic.
I trust the Raven Queen's behooving us to come here. She would not send us astray.
That is true.
Are you gonna use your raven magic to get us out of this situation?
Use your raven magic.
Yes, very much. What?
Because
Excuse me?
from
What's that
where I
person?
stand, it's very.
Probably a
That's
bugbear.
it's a big one though.
Uh,
It's a big one of something.
That's
Yeah,
a
bugbear.
It's a bigger bugbear.
Okay.
You owe me a soda.
An entourage sort of appears from the northern pathway, being led by a drow. As they move.
I know
in
them.
Your direction. You see 5 bugbears and a much larger bugbear. Sort of following the drow. As the drow kind of comes up, he has a tome in one hand and a ink bottle and quill in the other. As he walks up to a nearby kind of little sort of stand at the dock, sort of laying down the book and sort of inking the quill. And as he shouts, "Who's captain of this vessel?"
I am.
Name?
1 second.
1 second, let me check my name tag.
That was a
Alright.
perfect timing for that song to
Alright,
play, Cornene. Holy moly.
Hardened apple pie.
Harden Appledine?
Yes.
Ryan, did you go to namegenerator.com really quick?
No, I did not. I did that yesterday.
Genius.
As he jots down and he sort of glances up the vessel once or twice, and he's like, and he mentions, "You've not been to Skullport before, have you?"
I have not.
Very well. There'll be a docking fee of 100 gold, and Xanathar will be demanding a tribute of your boat, either a 10% portion of your goods or a 1,000 gold tribute up front.
Wow.
Yes, of course. And he turns around to
What would be
Xanathar.
10%
Pay the
of-
man.
To me, he turned.
Yes.
How much was it up front?
1,000 gold pieces.
Up
Well,
front?
No. The first part.
100 golds.
100
gold.
gold for docking fee, yes.
Yeah, docking fee.
So
Pay
I
the
gotta
docking
give him a
fee.
1,100 regardless, right?
Or 10% of your goods, if you...
What are our goods?
We don't have any goods, so
Oh, we just give him the halberd or the plate mail?
10% of
Give him
our
the armor.
value.
Yeah, give him the armor.
Yeah, that's a good
Yes,
idea.
please go collect the armor
Okay, I'll go get
and
it.
turn it in for tribute. And
You,
bring
you
the
would
gold.
find this is a very fine armor. Definitely worth more than 10% of our goods.
Okay, and so you'll hand over the armor as he jots it down. So
That saves us 1,000 gold.
So you are
Thanks, buddy.
Probably more than 1,000 gold, but
Probably.
so you're a trader of magical artifacts, are you? Ah, it's a nice change.
Yes, actually.
Yes, we
I
heard
am.
that. We heard there was business to conduct down here, and so I brought my finest trader with me.
Dude,
His
if I
name
can,
is Zelda.
if I could open a place in Skullport, that'd be so sick.
You have an underground market, literally.
That'd be so sick.
Stop saying that would be so sick.
That
They're
would be
addressing
so
us.
sick.
Stop. Calm yourself. We have business to
Stand us
attend
up.
to.
The
Tajika, stand
bugbears
us up.
sort of take the armor and kind of move away with it. As he finishes drawing down, it's like, all right, we will begin the inspection of your vessel. Please have all your men to the top deck.
Yes, of course.
Do I recognize
Men
this guy at all?
to the top?
Yeah, do we recognize anybody?
No, you don't recognize him or any of the bugbears.
All right.
Is there any sigils or anything of the drow that I would notice?
He's not wearing anything, no filigree or any symbols of Lulth, if that's what you're asking.
Yeah, I didn't know if there was.
He's kind of in a very fine sort of business attire, like a fine suit.
Nice,
his hair
Cornana,
is
your
very
second
well
account.
coiffed, and he seems fairly well to do for a drow.
Beautiful.
I tell Volo he should write a book about this later.
As the captain sort of moves the crew and has them all sort of stand up top, the larger bugbear jumps a good 20 foot in the air, sort of landing onto the vessel.
Nice.
Sort of denting a bit of the wood
Come
as he does,
on.
as the other bugbears slowly sort of throw up ropes and climb on one by one.
Here.
We can ask them, is a part of the docking fee maybe slight repairs, as we had quite the trip getting here?
Repairs will be extra.
Good to know.
Why do they not have a nice way to enter their stupid port?
Okay, it was a nice way, no one would come here.
If you couldn't
I'm sure we did it wrong somehow.
manage the tributaries, that is on your own merit.
You have the worst port ever.
Why, thank you.
I didn't actually say that, Chris. Come on. I'm way more tactical than that.
The bugbears sort of go around the ship, kind of popping open barrels and going under deck and kind of looking around. As
Much
they
appreciated.
sort of come back up, the drow kind of nods and be like, "What exactly
Thanks again,
are you
River.
looking to sell at Skullport on this day? Are these men slaves, or you have no hold?"
Well, we're actually here to buy items, and from here we would hope to sell it along the coast of this, along Sword Coast. We're rather, I hate to admit, in a slump right now, and we were hoping for a break. We've heard tales of the city, and at this point, it was all or nothing.
Zelrith will pipe up too and say, "I was hoping to scout out the city for this first time before bringing any goods to sell as well."
Quite a trip to be making with an empty hold. Very well.
Never
Times are
been here. Gotta make sure it's real first.
Right.
Just load up the ship with a bunch of stuff and
the bugbear
Hope you make it.
seeming satisfied, sort of jump off. The big one sort of walks up, and seems to speak with the drow for a moment.
What does he say?
Oh yeah, what are you looking for, Joel?
I'm just seeing.
Make sure to ask what you want to look for before you roll.
yeah, Joel.
Sorry.
Come on,
God.
Joel.
No, I was just going to ask him. Well, I wanted an insight check just to see like if he's acting sketchy at all, if like all of this seems above bar, but by the way that he's acting, like does he seem like this is business as usual, or is he like acting sketchy?
He seemed pretty bored, like very routine.
Pizza time.
But upon kind of getting the reports from the bugbears as they speak to him after looking through your ship, he seems more curious now, and maybe not really suspicious per se, but interested. like curious as it seems to be somewhat out of the norm.
What does he say, Kirk?
What's that?
What does he say?
Sorry. So the bugbear sort of says something very very quietly to the drow, and the drow says, one last thing. There is apparently some strange writing on the wall of the hole down at the base of your ship. Tell me, what does it mean? What is it for?
I believe my companion Zelrith can answer that question.
Do you tell the truth?
I'll tell him the truth. I'll just tell him it's a magic to allow teleportation for like easy movement here and there. I'm a businessman myself. I have matters to attend
Here's my
to.
card.
And I hand him my card. Hoping to sell magical items here.
Zelrith sells magical items.
Zelrith, magical item trader.
Seeing as this is your first time, I would be wary about using such things. If it functions, it most likely will not function very well. Teleportation spells tend to not work this deep underneath.
Underneath what, Kirk?
Underneath Waterdeep Mountain.
Waterdeep Mountain. We're in the Underdark.
Woo!
I knew it.
We already knew this. This is
didn't
no
know
new
that.
news.
We can ask them if they've seen Zark's family.
That's what we assumed it would be, and you and Zark already knew that teleportation didn't work in the Undermountain.
Yeah, we didn't know that we were going to the Undermountain though.
I think that came up when we were talking about it. And
I
gathering
hoped.
information.
I hoped it was.
And with that, the drow gives a wave as the hooks are released from the front of your vessel, and the bugbears kind of give it a shove.
Thanks for the donut. I appreciate you.
Back as it's kind of floats
It's okay,
in the water,
yes.
and is like, "Good luck," as he gives you a lazy wave before turning around and disappearing from view as the ship drifts backwards.
Going to murder that man.
Oh wait, this isn't Skullport.
It's a checkpoint.
This is just like the front gate.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
We're basically at the like little gate that comes down where the security guard is.
And Earwig sort of speaks up. He's like, "Remember the other map I drew you? Do you still have it, Bane?"
Of course.
He drew another map?
Did he?
Yes. I don't remember that.
Yes.
Okay, well, yeah, Bane would have it on him, so he pulls it out. Okay, what exactly do I do with this Earwig?
And you should see. I have to actually grab it myself.
The 16-year-old has been surprisingly reliable.
Why wouldn't he? He said he was telling the truth.
True.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, that's such a shitty version. I'll find a better version in a minute, but I'll have to deal with a shitty one for now.
I would like to roll a perception check. To
Too
see.
late. We're already in the water. Joel.
Just to see if I notice anything else watching us besides the skulls at this point, or if I notice anything around us as we move here.
Okay, let's see here.
Request denied.
Okay. As you pull up the map, he's like, "I think we're right here." As he points towards a spot on the map labeled Skullport. And this is a rough sketch of the map right here.
Oh, I remember this map.
Oh yeah, I remember this.
Yeah.
Portal, River Saragoth.
I'm assuming that's what we went through and got wrecked.
Skullpool, yep, Skullpool, and then Skull Island. Yeah, okay.
So we just want to go around and then go to the end of Skull Island to the west?
Well, we want to get to the port.
Oh, wait, yeah, okay.
To the north west.
Are 3 levels. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we head
So
north.
we were just at Skullport,
So north.
so we'll head north.
Okay. As y'all head north, sort of the men have to sort of pull out oars to kind of move the boat ever so slowly as they heave and hoe, sort of slowly pushing the boat to the north. I'm just gonna activate the full map. I think at this point.
Ooh.
What's up?
Da, 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 da,
You find yourself in the bustling town of Skullport.
Dude, this place is
Woohoo!
baller. So this
Yeah.
is all in a giant cavern.
Yeah, so like I said, it's a humongous cavern that you find yourselves in as you see a bustling city. It looks not dissimilar from the dock ward in the City of Splendor on the surface, but somehow more scummier. And a little bit more dirty. You see several boats sort of harbored. Not all of them familiar, designs to you. There's one that almost looks like it's been ramshackled together, and you spy a few goblins sort of chittering about on top. Another is kind of has a more eloquent look to it, almost elven in nature. But you see Drow sort of manning it. Sort of swabbing the deck.
Thank you for the likes. I much
Other
appreciate you.
boats of various designs and from you'd imagine all around the world can be found here.
How's
as you
life treating
see
you?
People moving goods to and from boats.
You already
Several
moved, right, to your
of
new
them
place?
and,
That was a while ago?
Seem to be moving crates of goods. Well, several more of them seem to be.
How's that been going?
Moving cages of people. It seems there is a bustling slave trade in this town. As an auction can be seen not too far off. Everybody kind of looks out along the city and sort of shakes his head. Is like, "Well, it's real. I knew it was real."
Well done, Eowig. You got us to this.
Are there
point.
any like regular humans around?
You don't see many. You see all
gotcha,
manner
okay.
of various
I wasn't sure if you were
monstrosity
positive
and
yet.
creature, large trolls and ogres, sort of walking the streets next to
Any
drow,
dinosaurs?
dwarves, and no dinosaurs. No. Several.
Wrong campaign.
Several dwarves you see have much darker skin than you've seen from any dwarf that you've dealt with in the past.
What are those
Dugar.
dark dwarves called?
Dugars.
Dugar.
Duragar.
Duragar, that's right. So it's basically evil cities. Evil city.
They just live underground. It doesn't make them evil, you jerk.
I guess.
Are you
right.
leaning one way or the other,
One
coordinator?
of the almost all the flaming skulls have left, kind of circling, except for one, who follows your boat until and sort of almost leads the boat to a specific dock, where.
Welcome in, Tristan.
seems to
Hope
love
everybody's doing well.
more.
If you're new here, feel free to hit the follow button. Glad you're here. Appreciate you.
From here, what would the party like to explore?
Can I go over to the boat of goblins and talk to some of the goblins? I want to ask them.
You speak Goblin?
Yeah, I do actually.
What do you say to the goblin? And please, be as in character as possible.
Yes,
Oh,
I
thank you, Kirk.
I would like to also. Ben would like to
Translation.
tag behind, but in stealth, so he can listen but not be seen.
Hey, Terry. Thanks so much for
Translation,
sharing.
It's my first time in Skullport. Is there anything I should see?
Oh, you don't want to tell people it's your first time.
I'll tell them anyway.
You're gonna get worked.
Gonna get worked. Let's see here.
I speak their language. It might mean that I get some more favor with them.
Also, Kirk, I'm gonna keep perception
they might
high
hate
to
you
make sure no
more.
one's trying to pickpocket us, or
Sure.
just keep an eye out, making sure that nobody's like looking shady or scheming towards us.
Oh yeah, you have your full passive perception as you kind of continue, kind of keeping an eagle-eyed, trying to make sure everything's okay.
Mhm.
Zark, noticing Siva looking around using his eagle eyes, also says, Siva, see if you can spot that ship from the Sea Maiden's Fair anywhere while you're looking around.
Yeah, good idea.
Will do.
Kirk.
Mhm.
Do we see tiers, like tiers of the city?
Yeah, so it almost like ramps up. Yeah, it's like you have
Oh.
this base dock, and then the next level up is much more lavish and large buildings, and then there's a very high level that has old looking structures, sort of towering above as it kind of curves around and sort of tears up.
So you have to walk up there, I'm assuming.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Let's see.
Where are we exactly on this map?
So you are going to be in the docks. So it's going to be north of the island, so like right here-ish.
7, 8,
Oh, the little
9,
thing's not working. Can't click. Am I holding the
You
wrong
gotta
thing?
hold
there
it
goes.
down.
8.
It just all came at once.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're right here. Okay.
But okay, please remind me. Like, we're just trying to talk to
Zorian Zord.
the drow that I hate.
Well, we're trying to talk to Zorian Zord, who's not a drow, right?
He is a drow.
No, he is a well.
Oh, he
do
is?
we?
He's a secret drow. Yes.
Well, yeah,
Oh.
we found that
We-
information out.
That's what Volo. That's what has been suspected and told to us.
Yeah. Out of character. Never mind.
Cool. Out of character. Okay.
Are any of the drow that we saw? Did they look familiar, or is it still just
Spooky music.
Yeah.
My heart-
my
a lot of music keeps
immersion.
changing.
My immersion's ruined.
Oh, my heartbeat.
Doo-doo.
Oh God, I
There
can
it goes.
hear it.
Sorry, what were you asking, Joel?
If the drow ship that we saw, like the did any of those seem familiar? Was there any type of clothing or markings that might be noticeable from Zorian's crew?
Yeah, you gave me a perception check, didn't you?
24.
I'm gonna do that. So I mean, if as you look around the docks, there's a lot of boats here. The one that I mentioned before definitely didn't look like a ship that you'd seen before, but way further down the dock, there is a ship that does look very familiar, as it looks like one of the ships from the Sea Maiden's Fair.
All right, I'll tell the the crew. We might need to make our way towards that ship.
But back to
The goblins.
the goblins before we get too far away from that.
Translation.
What's up, Edits? How's it going? Welcome
I
in.
want to ask them where I could look at items for sale too.
A few of the goblins sort of bark back at each other and be like, Tumbleweeds pawn shop. Lots of good items, shiny things, lots of shiny things. Ooh, and the dead man's corner. If you want man flesh, like it's aged, nice aged man flesh at dead man's.
Man flesh.
That makes sense. I will.
Dungeons and Dragons. Edit.
I will toss them like 10 gold coins.
Wow.
As they kind of clash on the ground, they all scramble for them. Mine! As they start tearing each other apart for them.
Good lord. What was the place he said?
Tumbleweed.
Tumbleweeds. Okay, cool. I'll keep that in
These
mind.
are shiny things.
Shiny things is good. Not so interested in the dead man's flesh, but you know, whatever.
I think they might be talking about slaves.
I'm not
No, I
sure.
think he's eating food.
They were talking about aged man meat.
Yeah.
So I'd be surprised.
I got some of that.
Ah.
I bet
So
you
anyway,
did, Ryan.
I suggest we go
So
towards the.
Hold on, I am
these
Very curious
smoked
about
meats.
this aged man meat.
Okay.
This is not every day you come across
Help!
aged man
Help!
meat.
How aged are we talking?
Yes, is it fine aged man meat or is it
Mhm.
raw aged man meat?
Uh-huh.
Gotta
Would you
That would
say-
determine a lot.
Would you say it's approximately 33 years aged?
Yes, how fine aged are we talking here?
All right. So where's Simba going, Joel?
Salted.
I'm suggesting to the group that we go towards the
Aged
Sea
man
Maiden,
meat, of course.
the Sea
I'll
Maiden's
lead the way.
Fair's boat.
Yes, we should prioritize the reason we're here.
Well, I have different priorities, and I am
Oh,
so excited.
No.
The
Well,
fate of the
Bane is
world, special
Yeah.
items.
Bane is dressed like one of them, so he will head to the Maiden Fair.
Yeah, I'll join him.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, we're all on the boat going together, right?
Can we blur
I
that?
guess we would dock and then.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
y'all are docked to be precise.
Okay.
What do you tell the rest of the crew? Bane, what do you tell Orla and Max and
All those guys.
Earwig?
Orla and Max,
And
take care
what's
of the
Bolo?
crew.
Polo doing?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I would tell them
You
to.
stay with the boat.
Yeah.
Actually, hold on. Orla, come with me. Max, watch the boat.
And Orla and Earwig start following you.
No, Earwig, you should wait here until we can get the lay of the land.
No,
Can't put you in harm's way.
we had a deal, Bane. You're not leaving me behind.
For
Did
this
they have a deal?
particular moment, Earwig, I need you to stay behind. You will be able to venture into the city. We are not going into the city just yet. Please wait behind, and I'll come get you shortly after.
Orla, you tell me if he lies to me, all right? Orla shakes her head and is like, "Go on, listen to him."
Go on, listen to your father.
As
Come on,
he
boy.
begrudgingly heads back to the boat.
It's all right. You'll thank me later.
Maybe.
Now, time to get in character.
Dun 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 dun.
Me, me,
Ba
me,
ba
me.
ba ba ba.
Hardened apple pie. Get into character.
It is I.
Hardened
I.
apple.
Reforged Ring
is
headquarters.
Little
Yeah.
Susie Appledine.
They'll definitely not recognize Bane because he's roided out.
Alright,
Just kidding.
heading over to the boat, you sort of catch the side and you see the boat is named the Eye Catcher.
Is that one that we recognize?
That would be one that you recognize from the
Okay.
Sea Fair. It was one of the 3 boats that was at.
That was quite the
Longpeak.
pickle, wasn't it?
See how this goes.
Sort of walking up. Well, yeah. What's your approach? You walking up. You see that the boat is docked. It has a sort of a plank sort of set. There doesn't seem to be too much activity right now. They're just 2 individuals. Two men. They look human as far as you can tell. Sort of sitting, talking back and forth at the top of the plank.
I would like to sneak a little bit closer and determine what they're saying.
Go ahead and give me a stealth check, please.
That's good. Stealth up on them.
It's only a low 31.
Only a low 31. As Bane sort of disappears into the crowd for a moment, for those of you who might not be paying 100% attention, you find a kind of a lower sort of set on the dock, and you carefully kind of sneak along the edge, just out of visual range, sort of getting as close to the gangplank as possible. As the 2 kind of talk back and forth with each other. Let's see. I swear they were this big. Nah, I never seen a half drow with that size on her. You gotta be.
Oh god.
You gotta be lying to me. I swear, man, you go and you ask her for some poison, and she'll give you exactly what you think she'll be giving you. I tell you, mate. They're just shooting shit back and forth with each other.
Yeah.
Kirk, you're making me blush.
Quilly. Bane whispers, Quilly, write this down. This is good stuff. Well,
Spain's
I
move?
mean, yeah, I guess I'll whisper back. Are we actually trying to get on this ship? Or...
We should probably just talk to them.
Yeah, we need
Okay.
we need to find more information about Zora and
Yeah.
Zord. You walk up. Oh, do I know about Drow?
We're not gonna sneak up on Zori and
Yeah.
Zord.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. Yeah. There's no way I'm sneaking on that ship. But
We
I
just
am
need to
in
try and talk to 'em.
character. Bane will step out. Hello,
Susie
friends.
Appledean.
And as they kind of nod for at you, being like, howdy, how's the booze in town these days?
Oh, it'll do the trick, but you know we could get better topside, if you know what I mean.
Hmm. As they kind of chuckle, it's like, oh yeah, we know what you mean.
There's nothing better than the topside. It's the. Shut up, Michael. His pain just starts back in his ear. Shut it, Selmer.
Who's Michael?
I don't know. Is the captain around?
Hmm. Old Harry Hook is in his quarters, drunk as a skunk.
So typical of him. Out here we're slaving away and he just gets drunk. Every day. Sorry, what did he say about the like what's the captain's name?
He said,
Not-
old Harry Hook.
Airy Hook. Is
Oh,
that
is that
name
like a nickname? Who knows?
is that a name I recognize?
Give me a history check.
Airy Hook, yeah.
Can I also give a history check?
Bane is on his own right now.
I thought
Thank
Oh.
went-
God.
Oh no, he went off
mean,
by himself. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming y'all gave him some distance. If y'all want to
Yeah,
be right
yeah.
behind him, y'all certainly can.
Oh God, my history check is not that great.
I don't know. Like,
They'd recognize us
15?
probably.
I just look
I
like
mean,
a
I
sailor.
am dressed as them.
They'd recognize me and Zelroth for sure.
You would remember Joseph mentioning this name as the captain of the Eye Catcher.
The eye
Okay.
catcher, but not
so,
But different captain.
not the not the Zora and Zord.
Each boat had its own captain, right?
Yeah.
So
I don't
Zorian's-
remember.
Zorian might
oh, wait,
not be
no,
here.
Yes.
because he's.
But he might know where he is, obviously.
Yeah.
He's in a different whirlpool.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Can't
Why don't
believe
you just
this
ask
is
him if
Santa
they
Fair
know where
town.
Zorian might
Yeah.
be.
Do you know when the Fem Maiden's supposed to return back? Been waiting here for some time now.
I'm gonna give you some help too, because Bane would know this. He knows
Okay.
that the three boats of the Sea Maid's Fair is what they called their organization. The
Oh,
three
Okay.
boats are the Heartbreaker, the Eye Catcher, and the Hellraiser. The Hellraiser is the one that you spoke to Zord on.
Give me a second. I want to type this all down. Can you give me the three boats again, please?
The three boats were the Heartbreaker, the Eye Catcher, and the Hellraiser.
Yes, yes.
And the Hellraiser is the one
Zord's.
Zorian's
that had
boat.
Zorian on it.
Yep, he's the captain of that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Heartbreaker is the one.
That
That's
we
Doc.
are. No,
Okay.
Eye
Catcher's
Catcher.
one
Or
are
I
out
okay.
right now. If you recall, the Heartbreaker is the one that
We broke into.
He's sunk.
Joseph was on. That was his boat.
Oh. But didn't we think about?
Um,
We sunk one, or no? They had a submarine that we
the
sunk.
submarine is what you saw. Yes.
Yeah.
The Hellraiser
Dude,
had a secret.
We
compartment
destroyed
under
their
it.
property, and now we're trying to go talk to them.
Yeah, they're not gonna be.
The
happy
fate of
with-
Waterdeep. The fate of Waterdeep.
Yeah.
So Joseph,
Uh,
Joseph was the captain of one of these boats.
Not the captain. He's just a
no,
crew
he's
member.
just on it.
Oh,
Just a crew member.
That's
Uh,
hilarious.
any idea when the Hellraiser will return to port?
Welcome in, everybody. Hope you're doing so well. We appreciate you
My
being here.
mates were on there that owe me some coin, and I'm tired of waiting for it. I would like to take that and head into the tavern.
Oh, no problem,
The two
Coordinator.
look at each other, and shake their head and for a moment and look back at you, kind of a little confused, and they're like, You must have had some good drink in there. We haven't seen the Hellraiser in years. Damn ship sunk.
What?
Ah,
Oh no.
It sunk?
you might be right. I've been drinking since the wee
I was
hours
asking
of the day.
if you were leaning towards staying in your place or getting a new
but,
place.
Yes, my
Maybe
brain's
it
a
was
little
the
bit
heartbreaker or something.
my brain's a little bit foggy from drinking so much. Humor an old sailor. How did it sink?
Um, one of them thinks back, being like, "Well, do you remember? When Draxel got us into that trouble with the trade kings over in the Moonshale Isles?
He's always leading us astray.
Remember, he had peeled the ship off, and that's the only reason. And he slaps the deck. The only reason good old Eyecatcher is still with us today.
Ah, yes, of course. How could I forget? Oh man, I need to control myself. I might
You should-
actually have a problem.
You should ask them if they know whatever happened to Zord.
Zoran?
Zord.
Zorian
Yeah.
Zord.
Yeah.
You might really blow your cover, but
Yeah. Gosh.
I mean, they think he's really drunk.
Yeah.
If he
Friggin'
didn't remember what
Dorian,
happened to the boat.
if I could see him now, I would give him a piece of my mind.
Sorry, you broke up there a little bit.
I said, Zorian Zord, if I could meet him now, I would give him a piece of my mind. Am I right?
Persuasion check. Let's do performance instead, since you are leaning into the drunk thing.
Okay.
yes.
I think I still get advantage though. Let me confirm.
Yeah, how do you get these advantages? I need to
You
get
said
them.
performance?
Performance.
Advantage.
If you fail, just pee your pants, okay?
I need to figure out how you get all these advantages.
All you
I
have
don't
to do
get
is
them.
pee your pants if you fail.
I have actor. So yeah.
That's
27.
hilarious.
Yeah, I got that because I was like, I just want to lie to people and succeed.
As the two laugh, one of them takes you by one of them takes you
So you're thinking about working in a
puts his
bakery
arm
as
around
well?
your shoulders, and he leads you onto the boat. He's like, "Let's get you some water, bud."
Ah.
Drexel hasn't used the handle Zord in ages.
Oh my goodness.
You
Oh,
you gotta lay it off. You gotta lay it off. You're
Draxel.
losing all your memory.
Yep. I hate to admit it, but I think I drank too much.
Draxel, huh?
I think it was Drexel, right?
Draxel.
Jarlaxle.
Oh, Jarlaxle.
Jarlaxle.
Those jars do be Laxel, you know?
Yeah.
So I guess he's the current.
Pronunciation. Let me make sure I'm doing that right. How to pronounce?
Yeah, you threw so many names at me. I have no idea.
Jarlaxle.
Who is this
Going on.
Jarlaxle?
That's
I guess
Zorian
he's-
Zord. That's his now name.
Jarlaxle.
Oh,
That's
that's
a lot
his
of names,
name?
I'm afraid.
Yeah, he goes by
Oh,
many
oh,
monikers.
Only one new name, yeah, which is Jarlaxle.
Wait.
Hey,
so
Eminem, Loki, what's up?
they said that that's what he goes by now? Did they say that, or did they just
They say he hasn't used the cover of Zord in ages.
Oh.
Gotcha.
They said,
Okay.
oh, Zord hasn't used that name,
Yeah.
or Draxel hasn't used, or Jarlaxle hasn't used that name in
Yes,
years.
I
there you
just
go.
need a moment. I could really use that water right about now.
I say they take you below deck and get you some water and set you on a cot before going back to guard duty.
Nice. I wait a moment.
So in the meantime, what is the rest of the group doing as you see them take Bane onto the ship?
Zerwolf's gonna go to the shiny shop.
All right, Zelrith just peels off.
Shopping spree.
And
Go
Orla
shopping.
shrugs her shrugs is like, I think Bane's got this. I guess y'all wanna go explore this place?
Suppose we might as well.
Let's go shopping.
And on the town.
Let's go get some cock and sock. You know what I mean?
Nope.
As you sort of head for the what looks like sort of a market area, looking to see if you can find the shop that was mentioned to you.
Yes.
Back to Bane.
Tumbleweeds.
After they set you some water on a cot, Bane, what's your next move?
To leave.
Bane, you weasel.
Then instead, we follow the group as they move between very, very tight claustrophobic alleyways. There's kind of a mismatch of various buildings of strange structural integrity and kind of various sort of walkways sort of crisscrossing back and forth. Everything has that disoriented, haphazard kind of look to it. These tightly packed buildings of wood and stone are just all piled on top of each other, creating like each level of the city. Pretty easy, you would imagine, to get lost in this place, but sort of sticking somewhat close to the docks, you look around and it doesn't take long for you to find a kind of large sign labeled out front of the shop that you're looking for.
Hey.
Oh, that was a Seaman's Fair. The Tumbleweed's Pawn Shop is what.
Shiny things. Shiny things.
And it's not as much as a really in-depth shop as maybe a very, very fancy stall that's been like kind of stuck into a building. You see a gnome sort of standing on a desk, like on this like table, with various like items sort of surrounding her as she kind of shouts at various passerbys, trying to get them to look at her wares.
I'll walk over with you.
I will walk up to her, and while I'm kind of looking at her wares, I'll ask her if she knows of any shops that specialize in magical items.
Well, this shop right here specializes in magical items.
Yes, any others?
Oh no, this is gonna be the best around. I tell you what, sir.
Oh my
You're
God.
gonna find anything you ever want right here.
Useless idiot.
I got these shiny rocks right here. Might just look like shiny rocks, but you throw them at somebody and they will do some damage. All that magic imbued into them will just about kill somebody. Now, let me tell you, over here we have this old sock. It might just look like an old sock, but it actually grants wishes.
Zelrith walks away.
She said, "Wait, no, I have other things too." She starts
Did you try
scribbling around
to
her
detect
stuff.
magic on it?
No.
Why not? He might be telling the
It's a
truth.
stock.
I keep
Dude,
listening.
It sucks.
I was like, you sir, now you look like you have a good eye for a good magical item or two. What might you be interested in? What are you looking for? I'm sure I got it.
Yeah, I'm sure you got it too.
What type of wearable magical items might you have?
Oh, wearable. Well,
The sock.
If there's of course the sock that grants wishes. We have an earring over here that allows you to hear into the future. And
Oh
over
my
here,
God.
I have a monocle. Now you look through this monocle and you see there's no glass here, but that's not necessary. What it really does is it takes your eye and protects that eye so that nothing is ever gonna hurt that eye. Because you
Have
never
you
know.
guys
You don't want
figured it out
anybody.
yet?
You don't want anything poking out your eye.
Can I do an insight check to see if she just absolutely buffoonery?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Please go for it. Absolute buffoonery.
Yeah. We move on. I just walk away.
Okay. It's like, wait, oh.
I gathered that.
Yeah, but sometimes the people that they don't realize they have something. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
Did I see any items that looked like they stood out?
The earring was an actual piece of jewelry that wasn't like completely damaged.
Wow.
Do I notice anything special about it? Did it look?
It's not particularly
Magical.
shiny, and it's kind of it's like a little it's just a small little earring. It looks like it's like a set of 3 blue beads with a gold bead sort of set in between the top and middle bead.
Yeah, I don't have detect magic or anything, so I wouldn't be able to. I would not be able to know. That'd be you goobers.
As the group continues browsing the various shops and wares in the area, Bane, on your cot, sipping a mug of water.
Does it
What do you do
taste
from here?
good?
Oh, it's awful. Just
What?
absolutely rank.
Okay. Well, okay. Looks like Bane needs to do his thing. Bane will try to sneak through the boat and find the captain's quarters.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a new stealth check.
Got a new one.
Mhm.
Okay. The
But
lowest
you
I
can
can roll is a
hit
23 unless it's a nat 1. Even better.
Boom. 29. All right. Yeah. As you kind of work your way, you see a couple other crew members sort of snoozing on the cots. Uh, Several of them, you see kind of a mixture of humans and drow on the boat. Um, as you kind of pass by several sleeping crew members. Um, you get up to the staircase that kind of takes you. You as they descended down, you pass by what you thought was the captain's quarters, or where the captain's quarters should be located, and you head back that general direction. As you kind of sneak up, you hear 2 people talking, ducking down. You wait till they pass before continuing on, until you find yourself outside of the captain's quarters, where you can hear very loud snoring coming in from the inside. Just shut them faster.
Sounds like a perfect opportunity for me to peruse. Bane will sneak in, look for a journal or any notes.
You go up to the door and it is locked.
Bane will try to pick the lock.
Please do so.
Sleight of hand?
Okay.
Is that a yes?
Yeah. You should
Okay.
have your lockpicking kit, I should say.
Thieves'
Right.
tools.
Thieves'
tools. Okay.
We're trying to talk to these guys, and you get caught picking locks.
Don't mind me.
17. So you take a few tools out of the roll and starts billing around, hitting one plunger after the next before finally a nice satisfying click as you turn the lock and the door opens.
Kirk, side question. Shouldn't that number be much higher than a +3 since I'm proficient with it? And at least with like all my other skills, how they have better bonuses.
Yeah, it should have a proficiency bonus with that. It's funny.
Okay.
Did you mark
Well,
it as
either
proficient
way.
in your inventory?
Yeah, no, it's listed there.
Strange.
Um,
But nonetheless,
I wonder if
Yeah,
mine's set up too. I don't know.
either way, job's
still
done.
enough to pass.
Yeah.
As you sneak in, you see a very large fat man with a with one hand having a jug on one side, and the other kind of holding like a half-eaten turkey. As he kind of lays in a very fancy-looking cot. In his room is much nicer.
What's up, Penguin
A
Time?
much
Welcome
nicer
in.
room
How's
than
it
most of the
going?
rest of the ship. Gold filigree kind
Penguins
of lining
unite.
most of the furniture in here. Very nice.
You
kind
played
of
D&D
linens
before?
And but the drunk smell sort of ruins any sort of fanciness the room might have previously held.
We've all been here. I don't want to.
Nice. That's awesome. What type of game? Do you have a
Look
campaign that you're playing right now?
Any information I can on the Sea Maidens Fair and the history of the past 10 years.
Give me an investigation check, please.
God, I'm so great at these. And that was sarcastic.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so close to a nat 20.
So close.
That's great.
Yeah, you start going rummaging through the desk and some of the cabinets in the area looking for anything. You find a few pieces of parchment. You find maps, some letters, as well as what looks like is a ledger and a journal. A pretty good haul for how quickly you got in here. But everything is pretty much located right there on the desk. Not too difficult to find if you know where to look. What do you want to look at first?
Guess the ledger.
All right. The ledger has various sort of locations and expenses kind of labeled in it. You can see the cost of hiring a bunch of new men recently, as well as the cost of getting equipment to repair a ship. All sort of labeled in this ledger. You can see incomes from what is labeled
Been playing with
simply
this group of
as,
guys for a
the
while.
gang,
Penguin time.
labeled several times in here, as it seems there'd be various payments, large sum payments of several thousand gold pieces that cover most of the expensive in the ledger.
Dude, the gang might be like Xanathar's gang is paying them.
What were the other things I found?
Letters that appear to be labeled from. Let's see, actually, I'll tell you exactly who they're labeled from. I'm on the wrong page. I need to get to this. You see several of them labeled from a Klar Basham, as well as several others labeled from Draxel.
All right. Well, Draxel? I thought it was Laxel.
Jar Laxel.
Spell it.
Jar
okay.
Laxel. Let me put it in there.
So Kirk, as I'm
He's a
going
lax,
through
bro.
this, I would have Quilly, like every time as I'm reading through it, and I find something of interest, I'll kind of point at it, to have Quilly write it down in my book.
Or you can have him just copy the whole letter.
I don't know how much time and how quickly he can write and copy. Would he be able to, if I just like go through
Are you playing a
the
current
letter, would he be able to
campaign, Penguin
copy
time?
word for word at the pace that I read it, or would he be like really behind?
It'd be the pace they read it. It's dictation speed.
Okay, yeah. As I'm reading through, just have him copy everything I read.
Okay, very good. Okay, yeah, you can see the various letters seems to be various kind of communications between the three captains, as the Seaman's Fair is currently split into a couple different locations. The most recent of the letters seem to be talking about Luskin, and how Draxel is currently trying to garner funds to rebuild Luskin.
Sorry, who's
Jarlaxle.
Jarlaxle.
So
Okay,
Zorian's in Luskin, I guess.
He's basically been funneling money from the ships. The ships have been gaining riches over the past 10 years, and all of that's being funneled in. The other two captains aren't too happy about it, from what you can see in the letters, but they have enough respect from their private conversation. You can see they have enough respect for Draxel, where they're going with it for now, but they're disgruntled, to say the least.
Yeah.
From the whole situation.
I wonder what he had in Luskin
Family.
before it got destroyed.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Vin Diesel appears. Family.
Shifting back to the other group real quick. As y'all continue moving about, you can't help but notice a shop that y'all pass by called the Dead Man's Corner.
Oh my god, is that the place they were talking
The
about?
man flesh.
Go in, please.
You
Just do
see
it.
Man meat.
You see
Man
in the windows of it several zombified corpses sort of sitting there, just slack-jawed and kind of swaying back and forth. One of them being of a kind of a rather like buff-looking individual. Very, very sort of top-heavy guy. Another
It's
one
strong.
has much very, very fancy armor on, almost masking his undeath. Stuff like that. Another one is the zombified corpse of like a small child that seems to advertise fit into small spaces.
What?
Undead servants.
Yeah, so you can hire undead servants or something.
Yeah, and you thought this was a pointless shop.
It is.
Is
Yikes.
it?
To
Yeah,
him,
I make
since he.
undead servants.
This
Yeah.
sounds like a shop specifically created for Zelrith.
Could Zorvith sell to them?
Yeah, he walks in. He's like, "I'm gonna put you out of
Yeah.
business."
Oh, this is useless, even though this is in my school of magic, and I could probably gain something from this. So useless.
But this could be just a penny pusher, like a low-level guy that's just.
You won't know till you walk in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can go talk to the guy. Yes.
About top.
I'd be more interested in finding a nicer shop that has magical items, though.
I don't know if you're gonna find that here.
Well, we're in like the low crust tier of the city.
Low
True.
crust.
So here's the thing about the low crust, though. Like I said, we
I
might
want
be able
some
to
nice
find.
crust.
You might be able to find some
No yawning, Ronnie.
some diamonds in the rough type of thing. Is what I'm
Yeah,
hoping for.
Potentially.
Can't get through all that rough.
Oh, it's so
It's a lot of
rough.
rough.
So yeah, are y'all moving on?
Yeah. I want to try to find a nicer shop.
All right. Back to Bane.
Damn it.
Do you look for anything else?
Ah, suckers. All right. Was there a third? You said there was the ledger. There was the
Journal.
letters.
Couple.
Was there
I
anything
think
else?
Maps. You see maps.
Maps. Yes,
With
I
various
will.
locations and routes kind of listed on it. It looks like
Bro, copy those maps for sure.
the next
I'm not gonna copy the
destination.
maps.
Why
I'm
not?
just kidding. I'm kidding. I will do my best to copy the maps. And
You don't have to do it. Your Quilly will do it.
exactly.
I don't give you magical items for nothing.
You didn't want me to have that magical item. Screw you, Zelrith. I'm not copying anything. I rip everything up and I
No,
walk
you're
out.
thinking of the jacket.
I gave you that giant.
What's that?
You're
Wait,
thinking of
what?
the jacket. Oh, the ring. The ring.
Ring. Yeah, I was
Yeah,
like,
the
what jacket?
ring of warmth. Yeah.
Oh,
Mm.
Yeah,
that's
warmth.
right.
Oh my gosh! The disappointing part about that ring of warmth was that y'all were gonna do a whole campaign in the cold going forward because of the whole Icewind
And I
Dale
would've
war.
Ryan would have been
fine.
so happy.
I know. I pushed to not do it. Curse it!
You did it.
Oh,
Oh,
I never
man.
know when we need to go to Los
Played
Gatos.
The whole
yourself,
time y'all are arguing about that, I'd be like, oh shit. This is gonna be
Oh,
great.
I knew, Kirk. I knew this would have value.
Oh god.
I don't listen to these
good.
fools that delve into magical items.
As you
They don't know the
sabotaged
true
yourself.
power of these items.
Does Bane have any other business on the boat?
Such an
After after copying all three, he will walk out of the room, relock the door.
should slap that guy on the
And-
butt before you leave.
I'm not gonna do that. And try to sneak
And
off
say,
the boat.
ham!
Okay.
Now
Give me one last
get off this line.
stealth check for good measure.
Don't
God.
get a one.
Natural one.
Don't
Natural one.
don't get a
Natural
one.
one.
Murder him.
5% chance.
Don't get a one.
Natural one.
Oh, suck it, kid!
Bane,
Big
how,
old fat one.
how does Bane get off the boat, Ryan?
You just see
Front
him just.
flips.
Twinkle toeing.
Actually, Kirk, I do have a question. Because
Sure,
we're
what's up?
underground, is there dim light almost everywhere?
No. In fact, it's actually
What?
extremely bright here. I mean, there's like
This is a sham!
there's large illuminated like pillars everywhere, like making it almost pretty much daytime here.
Jam, wow.
Whatever. You know what? Screw that, because I rolled a nat 20. So Bane pulls out his dagger and
Yeah.
just kind of flips it all cool, like, as he just flexes his muscles. And he just finds little cracks of shadow as he's just like, I'm out of here.
outta here.
Perfect time for Bane's
And then
exit there.
appears, like,
This
in between some barrels as he's crunched over. He's like, oh, okay, all right. Then he looks over, sees some more boxes, poofs over there, and you see the boxes move. And eventually he makes his way into the city where he starts walking out.
Fantastic. All right. The rest of the group continues moving around. They come across what looks like a tavern. The sign out front is labeled the Flagon and the Dragon.
Flagon, dragon,
And,
flagon, dragon.
A
you
flagon
can
with a
see
dragon.
there seems to be some sort of bar fight going on right now as a drow goes flying out of it, just their face busted up and bloody as they hit the ground, sort of scatter array. This dwarf coming up and is like, "And still, you blackguard!" This is he goes back inside. As there's a sort of a cheer and a roars as music starts up inside.
I offer them a hand
I
to
want to go in there.
pick him up. Quite the exit there. You all right?
The guy wipes the blood off of his nose and be like, "Fuck off, you bastard!" And he moves off.
Damn.
Shoves you away and kind of moves
Stab
off,
him in the heart.
covering his face.
Sorts his
Old
neck.
shank.
He covers his face.
Zark says, I can see why they did that.
Is that what's gonna go in the bar?
All right, Delta, you walk in and this wooden stone tavern is not quite nothing is ever going to compare to the kind of the size and majesty of the yawning portal, but this one comes close. It's a 3-tiered bar, as you can see. The bar almost mimics the city with the main kind of bar at the bottom, and then 3 tiers above it, moving off and to the right. As you almost take a step out and step back in, as the inside of the tavern is much bigger than the outside of the tavern.
Oh, this place is baller.
And you can see all manner of beast and man on the inside as a group of goblins sort of sit on one end of the bar, bickering back and forth. There is several bugbears sort of moving about the tavern. Drow and dwarves, even a large troll sort of sits a table all to himself.
They have a cave troll.
A mug almost the size of the table in front of him as he sort of grips it with both hands and sort of lifts it into down his gullet.
I love it.
You see a halfling at one end of the bar on a piano. His ankle is shackled to the piano as he plays cheerful music, but without a smile on his face. And a barmaid walks up to you, a half drow barmaid who sort of comes up and says, hello, feel free, make yourself home, sit down. What type of poison can I get you?
I'll just say that I'll have some beer.
A beer. Well, that's we got quite a few of those. We got amberjack. That's eight silver pieces a glass, and we got Goathead's ale. There's a new special that just came in. That's gonna be a gold piece each.
I'll take a goat head.
Ah, very good. Goathead. And as she sort of shouts it, a man sort of steps kind of pops up from the end of the bar. His lower half almost like an abdomen of like a spider's abdomen, as several legs sort of spin out as he sort of climbs up the wall. All these barrels sort of lying the wall.
Excuse
he
me?
climbs up a floor or two and sort of pops a cork into one of the barrels and fills up a glass and climbs back down the wall and serves it to you.
Beware the
What's
spiders
bottom half of
underneath.
them look like?
Beware the spiders underneath.
Like, is it like organic or is that like mechanical?
No,
think
it's
a
like organic.
centaur. Yeah,
What the
It's like
heck?
a centaur, but a spider butt instead of a horse butt.
What the heck?
Have we seen
It's
anything
the
like this
drow.
before? Any of us?
No, I would say that's pretty much an impossibility.
Wow. Sweet. Okay. Cool.
Actually, no, I'm kidding.
I'll ask the barmaid if she knows, or if she could recommend anyone to tell me about different shops in the city.
As she's sort of half coming in and out of this conversation, serving other individuals. She's like, "Well, what you looking for? There's a lot of shops. There's a lot of people.
Mostly magical items.
That's a tall order. You'll have to go further up. Next level up. You'll find some of the older markets. There's some wheelers and dealers have some unsavory sources that could probably find you what you want.
My favorite sources.
So next level up's the middle tier.
Try the Lamplighters Guild or the Poisoned Quill.
Okay.
If books are your fare, at least.
Okay.
Coming in, how do I regroup with you guys? I have accomplished my mission, and I'm returning
the
to the
tavern.
group.
Report in, Bane.
Report in. Yeah, we'll explain where the tavern
Yes,
is.
swallow. Eagle out.
Oh my god. Kirk, what's at the top
Bucket
level of the
reporting
bar?
in.
What'd you say?
So
Bucket.
you see all sorts of various individuals going all the way up, but the top level has only like a single staircase leading to it, and it's roped off with two rather big bugbears, sort of standing guard. The individuals up there are much more humanoid. You see mostly drow, and you even see a mind flayer. Sort of amongst them.
Oh no.
Dude, that's like the dark club up there, dude. Is there like
Mind
DJ
flayer,
music?
huh?
What's that?
Can I hear any like DJ music? Something
DJ
like that,
music?
top
No,
one?
not quite. No, it's just the clang, the ting ting clang of a old.
There isn't anyone-
ragtime piano playing
Yeah.
happy music that kind of contrasts the whole scene.
Not anyone that we recognize in that group of people up there, right?
Yes.
Give me,
Yes, I was wondering.
Zelrith can give me a history check.
Oh, okay.
Zoc, I sent something off. Are you alright? Oh no.
25.
Zelrith, you would
These-
recognize that mind flayer as one of the ones that works for Xanather.
You
Oh.
look over and see Zark has his wand out.
Oh god.
And you would know that you specifically like worked with him at one point, and so he may or may not recognize your face as well.
I'm going to keep my back to him.
Sheesh.
Dip into an alley.
Bane, as Bane walks in, what is everybody doing? So Zelrus at the bar, his back to the mind flayer. Orla is sitting at the seat next to him. She seemed to she's talking to a dark skinned dwarf. What's Siva doing at this point?
I'm pulling an old Strider, kind of sitting in the edge of the bar with my like cloak up, just kind of perusing the area by myself. I as when everybody came in, I kind of just moved over to the side and I'm just always like 9 times out of 10, I'm just like always off to the side, just watching everybody's back because no one pays attention but me.
And Zark?
Zark is considering attacking the mind flayer.
So Zark's just sort of standing.
Zark has his
close
wand
to the
out.
bar. Yeah, wand out, eyeballing a mind flayer up on the third
Yes.
level. Bane,
He's
as you walk
staring
in.
hard at the mind flayer, debating what to do.
Just remember, you have an assassin in the group. There's other ways. There's
Zark's
other ways.
gonna radio to the group. Did you see what I saw?
No, I just walked in. Where are you? I don't see you in here.
Can you hear me?
Zelrith will
there you are. I'm walking over. Stand still.
Zelrith will warn you not to
Not to
not
engage.
to catch any attention because I know that mind flayer.
That's why we should destroy it.
What seems to be the issue?
Not here.
It's too risky, Zark. I
Later.
would not raise a hand at this moment. We could
Zark
have.
reluctantly puts his wand away.
Michael's getting his workout in.
I see that.
I do
All right.
keep watching that group, seeing if there's any patterns or noticing any the mind flare and the drow to see if I see any exchanges or anything that might tip us off to what they're doing.
Sure. As you watch, you can see I think you could discern that the mind flayer seems to be on his own, as it seems like the other drow that are up there are mostly talking to him, right? There seems to be one drow in particular, a man that has a almost a what's it called, a vestment style like ceremonial gown on. The other drow are clad in leather armor. Um, you see weapons on them, while most of the rest of the bar doesn't seem to be showing their arms as much. As they talk, there's a few other individuals. You see actually two humans sort of standing off to the side. They're wearing just rags and whatnot. And at some point in the conversation, one of um, the drow goes and grabs one of them, brings them over, sort of kicks out the back of his knees, so he's kneeling on the ground. And the mind flayer gives a bow as the mind flayer goes up, and the tentacles just wrap around the human, just going into almost every orifice. As
Yep. He's taking him
as
over, huh?
as he comes away, you can see his whole head cavity has just caved in. There's almost nothing left as the body falls limply to the ground. The mind flayer taking a napkin and dabbing the tentacles as he sits back. The conversation continuing.
Does the mind player drink anything?
Other than the human, no. All right. What is the party's action? As Orla seems to be deep in conversation with this dwarf.
Kirk, was that boy that I chased after into the fortress when we started
no.
the campaign?
that boy was dead ages ago.
Yikes.
Wait, sorry. I think I missed this part. Orla is talking to a dwarf next to the
Yeah.
mind flayer.
No. At the bar. At the bar.
Okay.
Mind flayer's up on like the 3rd floor, like
Mhm.
Yeah.
3rd level.
This place is tiered like the city. It's almost mimicking it.
I say that we move out. We head up to the second tier.
Well,
yeah, I'm gonna go up to the. I'll want to head up to the 2nd tier to look at the shops that were recommended.
Okay.
Bane will sit with Zark, knowing that there's a threat and knowing that the mind flayers can definitely destroy Bane very quickly. Can you tell me more about these mind flayers and their weaknesses?
Yeah, would Zark know any weaknesses from having dealt with them before?
With Zelrith?
Yeah. Zelrith would.
Weaknesses. Let me 1 second.
And don't you have a
Swords.
resistance to them since your brain you fought them off?
So I mean,
Zelrith does.
Yeah, to
Yeah, Zark does.
you would know that they
mind
don't.
stuff.
What makes them scarce? They don't have any like particular weaknesses per se, but you know of their abilities. So you know they have a level of almost every mind flayer has a certain level of innate spell casting that is just natural to their species. That when they extract a brain, not only do they derive substance from it, but they gain the knowledge and all the memories and anything they want from the target that they consume, as well as they can plant a tadpole in someone, which will slowly take over their body and turn them into a mind flayer eventually. Right.
So make a babies.
But yeah, I would say at this point in your characters' careers, both of you have a fairly decent knowledge base on Mind Flayer. Outside of, interactions, actual combat interactions have been few and far between, but we've had a few of those as well.
So are Zelrith and I stepping out to go to the middle tier, while these three stay here?
Okay.
Is that the plan?
Sounds like it.
If you want,
I'm not leaving you by yourself. I'm coming with you.
Yeah, I would say there's a reason behind that too. As Zelrith leaves Siva, you were almost considered staying, I would imagine, even. But as Zelrith leaves, you notice that there is a bugbear on the second tier that kind of is eyeballing his general direction, and as he leaves, the bugbear leaves suspiciously soon after him.
After Siva leaves?
Zelrith.
Zelrith.
Oh, okay.
I'll as discreetly as possible.
I have a tail.
There's a till on you, Zelrith. I'm going to tell you quietly.
Zelrith will not react, but keep walking.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
As you move through the alleyways and sort of wind your way around trying to find a way to the second tier, Zelrith, you'll notice ahead of you in one path a group of bugbear that are moving, sort of pushing people aside that are kind of blocking the path ahead of you.
So they're blocking the path?
Yep.
Maybe head another path.
I'm gonna see if there's a different way around.
Okay. Yeah, you see a little alleyway to your left. You could either double back or you take that alleyway to your left.
Alley, always good idea, right?
I'll follow you where you go. So.
I'll try the alley.
Okay.
Woo!
You go into the alleyway. It's not too much smaller than the street you were just traveling down. Everything around here could almost be considered an alleyway compared to Waterdeep. But nonetheless, it does get a bit tight at portions. There's more sort of back end of some of these buildings. As you see ahead, it looks like it could let out into a street when a particularly large bugbear sort of steps in your path and sort of grunts and in a very crude sort of common says, "You look lost."
Oh,
No, I'm not lost. Going up to the second tier.
Doggy's crying.
As he kind of smiles
sleep.
and Siva, you can sort of tailing behind. You see the bugbear you were following.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of motion to a couple of the bugbears as they pile into an alleyway that Zelrith just went down.
Oh, so,
I should have known.
would I have an opportunity to distract them?
How would you like to distract them?
Is
You're
there
in a very crowded sort of street right now? There's various people and creatures all around you, so keep that in mind.
Can I? I don't know if I should do that. I will. I am going to. Is there there's people really close to the other bugbear, right?
Yeah. The bugbears are having to shove people out of the way to get to where they're trying to go.
Whoever's the closest to the main bugbear, I'd be like, "You scum, come here!" And I just grab him by the shirt, and I push them into the bugbears.
Okay. All right. So you run just grab some random poor schmuck.
Yeah.
Very
Poor
cool.
guy.
Go ahead and give me a performance check just for good measure.
This is gonna be terrible.
And meanwhile, this sort of large bugbear sort of steps one step closer to Zelrith.
I know.
Sort of blocking your path.
It's about to be Zeus.
And he just says, "You should come with me. I can show you the right path."
You think I should go with him?
No.
By the way, when I pushed that guy and did that, I set it into the sending stone. Like
Cool.
I was like,
Sure.
you get out of the way, like in act like as I'm doing it.
Yeah,
So
alright.
then sad music for the poor fella, exactly.
Before hearing that, what would you say?
Before hearing that, what would I say?
Yeah.
I think Zelroth knows better than to.
Yeah.
Tiny violin, exactly.
I'm gonna try to cast invisibility.
Okay.
And Misty Step.
Okay. All right.
Backwards out of the alley.
Okay. As you try to cast that, you feel a familiar feeling of your magic severed from you.
You're useless.
Give me a perception check as behind you hear commotion enter the sending zone.
Oh
You hear
no,
some
I was really hoping that I could also Misty stuff out of this. Oh no!
So yeah, being in this new place with everything going on right now, you are not sure exactly where anything is or what could be happening right now. You just know that you have a big bugbear in front of you that's barreling down on you. It's like, let me rephrase that. You will be coming with me, like it or not. As he steps 10 feet away from you.
I'm gonna run.
Okay, so you run back the way you came?
Yep.
All right. So Siva, back on your end of things, you just shoved somebody into these bugbears.
Mm-hmm.
As two of them kind of push him back, raising up maces and swords as they kind of roar in your general direction, like, back up, you scum! Get out of the way! So they kind of push, and they even shove you back, and everyone around, they're just sort of shoving back as the guy you're tailing continues on into the alleyway.
I don't know what to do.
What you think of Siva?
I'd just be like, okay, go ahead.
Since he's screaming the sending stone, I would both Bane and Zark would hear the.
Oh, that's true.
FYI.
Yeah.
Be
Bane
like,
will turn to Zark and be like, "What do you think we should do? Should we
Sounds
leave
like
this?"
they're in trouble. And Zark's gonna start heading out.
All right.
be like, who sent you out here? What's your orders? To the bugbear.
Okay, they just keep kind of the four of them that are there that kind of make a barrier, sort of just pushing people back, kind of blocking off this part of the street. As other people are also kind of getting angry and be like, hey, I gotta get over there, and even like a little goblin just getting all riled up in it too.
Yeah, I'm trying to like get people riled up with me to like I'm inside a riot and just kind of like slightly nudging into one person and nudging another person and like kind of nudging them towards the bugbears. Anytime someone screams, just yeah, kind of pushing them forward.
And as things get intense, one of the bugbears just slams a Morning Star square on a goblin, just turning him into green goo, causing a couple of them to scatter. Zelrith, you turning to run down the alleyway, you see a bugbear, not quite as big as the one to your back now, but him blocking your path on this side of the alleyway. So you're kind of stuck between two bugbears right now.
Under my breath, I say, "Do I kill him, Zelrith?"
Dude, I don't know.
Yes.
I know.
Question.
The second they all turn their back, I backstab the biggest one.
Oh, no, so these ones in front of you aren't turned. They're looking like, maybe not directly at you, Siva, but they're looking in your direction at the crowd, right? The only one that walked away was on the other side of the road from you.
Okay.
They're the barrier between you and the one you were tailing, right?
Yeah. Um. I try to turn into a ghost.
Okay. I mean, you don't have to try. You do it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you go into your ethereal form.
Yeah.
All right.
Not the ethereal form, the ghost walk.
The ghost walk. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
I was about to say this one doesn't leave your body behind, does it?
Nope.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead. And what do you do when in ghost form? Do you do anything immediately before anyone can react?
Yeah, I go underground.
So you go underground as the bugbears kind of look around, and one of them knocks to this. You hear almost underground. You hear a muffled sort of yelling at them yelling at each other.
Mm-hmm.
As you go underground and try to make your way towards Zelrith, I take it?
Yep.
Okay.
The general direction of the bugbear that was moving towards him.
Sure. Zelrith, as the two close in, as the larger one reaches out to grab you, what do you do?
Oh man, you can't use any magic as far as we know.
knows.
I don't think you could use teleportation, but have you tried other magic?
We don't know.
Oh,
right, because they did say no teleportation, but we don't know about any magic.
You guys would know if you could do other magic, because we had that one area, and you would have tested it. You guys had that underground layer that I remember Zark was like testing magic down there. He had his.
I was able to use magic fine.
Yeah, you had your laboratory.
That's why I'm wondering if it's just this town has something weird.
You just can't teleport. Well, I think teleportation doesn't work, so it's like that's school of magic maybe. I mean,
try something.
Yeah.
Let me try to polymorph the guy in front of me.
You pull out two threads of magic and are unable to.
Amazing. I don't know, man. I'm gonna try to turn, run, and wall jump over the guy behind me since we're in an alleyway.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you try to run, jump out over the smaller of the two, right? I take it.
Sure.
Are you athletic?
Yeah. You do. I'm sorry. Just to help remind you, you do have a portable hole.
Yeah, but.
All right. Cool.
What? How long does that take to open?
And like an action. You just slap it on a wall or a ground or something. Yeah. But if you wanna do your acrobatics, take an acrobatics check.
Take the DM hint. Throw it on a wall, you dingus.
I'll take the DM hint then.
Slap it on a wall.
I don't think it was an action in the past. It was normally
Slap
longer.
that sucker on a wall.
But I am happy for it to take an action, Kirk.
Portable hole? Yeah. It's just slap it on there. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, use an action to unfold portable hole and place it against a solid surface. A portable hole is straight up a like Acme like hole. Like it's straight up like a Looney Tunes like hole.
Oh.
I'll throw the portable hole on the wall and have a couple of zombies and skeletons come out.
All right, good deal. As you throw the hole up the wall, you see 20 packed zombies start. Or I guess probably you did like half these, right? 10 skeletons, 10 zombies. Start spilling out from the wall as they're packed very tightly in there, and several of them just fall out straight up onto the ground.
Thread of
All
magic
around you.
cuts off and they die.
The threads of magic poop themselves.
As they begin to get up, the two bugbears sort of pull out weapons as we begin combat next session.
So
Hey.
3 weeks from now.
As we see
6
Bane and
months
Zark,
from now.
Bane and Zark kind of running through the crowd, pushing and shoving. As you can see, the bugbear's
Yeah.
ahead. Siva is moving underground, sort of the bear's part of his head peeking up behind a bugbear, as Zelrith is now surrounded by skeletons and zombies. We'll continue there next time.
Oh my god, it's gonna be
I
like
know
3 weeks.
it's
Should be
crazy.
2.
I
hopefully.
retire. I give up. I can't wait that long.
Damn.
So we're gonna tentatively plan for June 6th.
June
No.
6th, and
We're
then
planning for that week. I'll let you know Sunday of that
Okay.
week.
I'm just saying, June 6th will be the day. If June 6th doesn't work, then we'll rearrange from there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Woo! I'm
6th.
excited.
Yeah,
Awesome.
let us know at the beginning of that week though, Ryan, so that I can like block that day off.
Yeah, I'll let you know what day I'm free that week.
Not June
Um,
6th.
Actually, yeah, because I'm traveling that week, so
We'll find out if I die.
it might be difficult. Ryan, when do you
All right.
leave? Saturday or Friday?
Much
I
appreciated,
leave
gentlemen.
Saturday, but I've got a bunch of stuff to do Friday.
No, you don't. You're gonna.
All right, chat.
play
Thanks so much
VR
for
with
hanging
me
out.
'cause
Thanks
I
for being
win
here.
way
Courtney,
too
thanks
long.
for all the
And I'm not
gifts.
gonna win
River,
another
thanks for
week.
the roses.
Oh
Appreciate
my god,
ya.
you're killing me.
I'm gonna end the stream here.
Killing me.
I love you guys.
My arm
We'll
is
check you in
good
the
to
next
go
stream.
on
I'm hoping to do some
The
Fortnite.
7th.
Maybe tomorrow or
I
maybe
gotta wait
this
2
coming
weeks for
week.
D&D and VR.
We are baby time's been a lot,
Oh.
but we
Dude,
love you
great
guys.
commodity. 2 weeks for everything.
We love you
I'm
guys.
playing Diablo,
See you
so-
later.